And we are live. We 11 degrees with your boy Kevin, and we got Jorrye. What we about to do is go down our top 25 list. I know they didn't ask us because they didn't want no experts. They wanted to be just a whole bunch of people talking. But we the experts, so we're gonna break down our top 25 list.
Yeah, get it. It's exciting, bro. I'm ready. Football season, man, is back, and everything is better when football season going on.
Week zero next Saturday.
Yeah, we
Next
getting close
Saturday,
to real
week
time. It's
zero.
less than 2 weeks for real. We like 10 days away. Yeah, 10 days away.
I think Stanford, Hawaii, one of the big games for week zero. Let me see week zero schedule. So it's on. I think it's like 8 games.
When Tech play Colorado?
But that's probably week one.
I feel like they play early. I know Florida State play early too. I don't know who they playing though.
They played Bama, I think, week three. If that's the game you talking about.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no, Florida State do play week zero. They play New Mexico State.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got a week too.
Oh, North Carolina TCU can see Belichick and them boys.
Ooh boy, if it's like it was last year, boy,
It's gonna be in Ireland, so it's a Dublin game.
them games be cursed. Whoever lose that game, Bill Belichick is not making out the season if they lose that game.
Bro, we already
I'm
talked about
calling
this.
it.
He on the hot seat, bro. He ain't making it.
If you
But
start, when you lose that game, it's always bad.
it's a better week zero than I've seen before. So you got North Carolina TCU, San Jose State at USC, NC State at Virginia for an early conference game.
That's rough though.
Jacksonville State going all the way to Fargo to see North Dakota State.
Uh,
Sacramento State going to Eastern Michigan. Well, that's a MAC conference game, which is crazy.
Sacramento State is in the MAC.
Man,
I had no idea they was in no conference like that.
Hawaii going to Stanford. New Mexico State goes to Tallahassee to play FSU. And then we get the top off the night. Memphis, UNLV. Ooh,
Memphis,
boy.
UNLV.
This might be game of the day outside NC State, Virginia. I gotta see what the group of six got to offer us at 10 p.m.
Yeah, we got. I hope we included them in our list in our top 25 list.
I got two teams on this list in my top 25. As USC and that's USC and who else? Am I tripping? Oh, NC State. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. USC, huh?
Uh-huh. So I think the best team in college football going into the season, because a lot can happen during the season, but going into the season, talent, pound for pound, I think Oregon got the best roster.
Oh, you think? I know they're bringing back my boy, the quarterback that everybody thought was gonna leave.
He said the Jets, nah, I think I'll do one more year of school.
He probably would have got paid more with it. He probably got paid more with Oregon than he would have with the Jets too, though.
Boy,
Possibly.
Nike back to that truck.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think Oregon. You can have them definitely number one. I can see. I feel like a lot of people have those. The Ducks number one. They do have a lot of talent coming back though.
Yeah, I think they bringing back the other tight end who was good last year. Evan Stewart coming back healthy. They got Decorian Moore too.
Ooh.
They got the running. They got running backs. You know what I'm saying? The D line is like too deep. Like all too deep could go to the league this year. They got that good corner they had. What's the name? Finney. And they got the safety from Minnesota transfer. They got a squad.
And they got a couple. I feel like a couple of good like defensive linemen too.
Yeah. They like too deep on the D line. Like they got a lot of first round talent.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna be tough. Definitely they're always tough on the line of scrimmage. With Oregon, I wonder what it is with Oregon. I'm surprised. I'm still surprised they haven't won a championship yet. They done had some real good teams, man.
Dan Lanning don't win big games for real.
You think that's a problem?
The only big game he won was against James Franklin, and we know what he do in big games.
Yeah, Penn State is the one.
They're like somebody got to win this non-big game with it. But I mean, Dan Lanning won a good regular season game. Like he beat Ohio State at home.
Yeah, I remember he beat Ohio State that year when Will Howard gave himself up at the end of the game.
Yeah, but for the most part, in big games, he don't really come through.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because that is true. Oregon, I feel like Oregon, that same year when they beat Ohio State in the regular season. They came back in the playoffs and got whooped.
Destroyed. That Rose Bowl got turned off.
Yeah, that was a brutal beatdown early. Like so, but then they ran up against the Hoosiers last year.
Smacked around like they
Man,
stole some.
both times. The second time was way worse though. If you get beat by the same team twice nowadays, that especially in like a regular season then playoffs,
Mhm.
boy, they just a better team, bro.
That's why I got the number one. Why you got Miami number one? Tell me about them the boys down there in the U.
Man, I just like the offensive talent they got. I feel like they have enough people coming back on defense, but I like that Darian Mixer. I remember
Oh
when I
yeah.
seen him play when he was at Tulane. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, he not gonna be
He not
playing
gonna
at
be there much
Tulane.
longer.
Yeah, he not gonna be at Tulane though. I thought he was gonna go somewhere in the SEC, honestly, but he ended up going to Duke. Ball won the ACC championship. You know, even though that probably should have been Miami was the best team in the ACC technically, I guess. Or
Yeah.
I guess technically Duke is, but Miami was the best team to me, of course. But he balled out though, and then they brought that receiver from Duke that he used to throw the ball to all the time.
Mm-hmm. Cooper
He-
Barkate.
yeah, and then they got Malachi Tony, who
Come on
made big
now.
plays every game that I watched last year. Every single game, even in the clutch, he was making plays. And then they got him back. I feel like Mario Cristobal, he he got better ever since they messed up against Georgia Tech and lost that game at the end. I feel like he kind of been taking it a little bit more serious. I think they'll be good again this year too.
Boy, you know I almost cried at the bar watching that finish.
I would have been like, and then the crazy thing is, Buddy from Georgia Tech, Buddy from Miami, his knee was down, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad the referee didn't give it to him though.
But you
I
know
ain't gonna
what?
lie.
Why he had no reason even running the ball. He could have took a knee. The game was over.
Exactly. That's why I was like, I don't even
Yeah.
care that they that
But
they got that wrong.
if we needed to sacrifice that embarrassment to potentially win a championship this year, I'll take it.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
mean,
sometimes the road got to go that way.
yeah, for real though. And then they've been recruiting really good too. I know they
Hmm.
got a good offensive lineman that's coming in that's probably gonna start day one, which means that
Yeah,
he gonna be an eventual pro
yeah,
if you start day one like that. But
yeah.
they lose them two beasts on the defensive line though.
That is true. Both two first rounders gone. They got to replace them. They got a transfer from Missouri. He gonna try to replace Bain and Mesidor. We'll see. But Miami been recruiting, so they got
They've
some
been,
boys down there.
they've been getting a lot of good recruits, man. I feel like they're gonna be in position to keep being good, keep winning the ACC. It's their chance. You know, it was Clemson for a while. It was
Hmm.
Florida State for a little while, but I feel like now Miami is
Yeah.
starting to get it now.
Mm.
So I think they're gonna win it, man. I honestly think that they my favorite to win it this year. I like the offensive talent a lot.
What they say? I hope so.
But yeah, Kodak, my boy from Brown there too. He down there from Miami.
Let's see. And we got Notre Dame and Georgia. My thing about Notre Dame is I think they probably had the best defense and easiest schedule, and they got a returning quarterback who's supposed to be good. I'm not sold on CJ Carr, but you know he ain't gonna have nobody to really give him a challenge till he play Miami. I don't.
Yeah,
I mean BYU might, but that's at the end of the season. So
they playing BYU. Oh yeah, they got BYU. My thing with Notre Dame is they got a soft enough schedule to do it too.
hmm
That's the thing you got to. That's why I don't be liking Notre Dame. They are top five though. They have the talent to be good, and they got a soft schedule.
let me tell you
Watch they somehow lose two games though. Watch.
probably, but let me tell you this schedule. But it's gonna be hard for them to lose 2 games this year. All right, they got Wisconsin.
Oh no.
That's a dub.
Yeah.
Rice, that's a dub. Michigan State, that's a dub.
Yeah.
Purdue, that's a dub. North Carolina, that's a dub.
Oh my
Stanford,
god.
that's a dub. Okay, BYU might be the only because they got to go on the road against BYU. That may be the
If
only.
if they lose that game, bro, don't even let them play, bro. Because y'all lost to the one good team y'all played, bro. Nah,
And
y'all
then
got to
they got
drop.
and then they got Navy, that's a dub. Then they play Miami at home. So that's they got a 2 game schedule. Then they got
Yeah.
Boston
Them-
College, that's a dub. SMU might give them some fits, but I don't think SMU that good.
I don't think
So
they can beat. I don't think they'll beat Notre Dame either. But
yeah,
it could happen. But I don't think so. I don't know.
All right, and then they got to go on the road in November. It's gonna be cold. I doubt it.
Oh yeah,
And then they close out the season with Syracuse, so they
that's
can't
an easy.
afford two losses. I mean, they could. They'll probably still put him in the top 12. You know, that's automatic for them this year. But yeah.
Bro, I wouldn't if they lost to Miami and BYU. I don't want them in the playoffs.
Oh, they can't afford two. They can
Yeah,
split. They can split, but they can't afford two losses.
really, they should go. They honestly should go undefeated for real.
Yeah, because
But
the Miami game at home, and then usually you are better than BYU. You just got to prove it.
yeah, so yeah, man, I don't know. I think they have a soft enough schedule to definitely be ranked high and to go undefeated. But if they go undefeated, I will be okay with them being like second or first for sure. But I don't think they're gonna do it. They never show me that they can do it. They lost to Northern Illinois the other year instead of going undefeated. Like they could have went
See,
undefeated that year too.
that might have been. You know how Miami lost Georgia Tech. That might be their moments. They never gonna be back to being that team again.
Yeah, that they definitely ever since then they've been a little bit more like focused and more lights out. But last year they lost to the two good teams they played. I'm glad they left them out too. That's another thing, bro. I was happy when they didn't let them in the playoffs,
Oh, I
and
was
it
so
ended up
happy.
paying off. It
Yeah,
ended up
yeah.
paying off because Miami was the team that got in over them.
And they was 40 yards away from winning that thing.
Yeah, like I'm glad it happened like that.
And tell me about them boys Kirby Smart be coaching up.
Now I got Georgia at 2 because I think that this year they got a way more experienced defense, which I think if you give Kirby Smart an experienced defense, I think they're gonna be elite again this year. Like I really do think that they're gonna be balling. But my question with Georgia is, I don't know. I feel like it's more the offensive coordinator, but him and Gunnar Stockton they gotta step up this year. They have to like take another step.
Everybody complaining about Bobo, man.
He been like the play caller in the second half of that playoff game against Ole Miss. Oh my gosh, I was
Mm.
like, what are you doing, bro?
The
He
fact that
he questioned.
they did a pass play when they could have killed 40 seconds of game top was
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying. It's like his situational play calling is terrible sometimes. And
But
then on top of that, they don't. It's like he didn't trust Gunnar Stockton to really throw the ball like vertically down the field that much.
yeah, I mean, Gunner was putting up some crazy plays in the clutch last year, so maybe he take another step forward this year.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you got to bank on, and I think he will because he definitely is tough, and he definitely has the ability to keep getting better because he competitive, and I think that he gonna keep getting better because of that more than anything. And then it's Georgia; they got a bunch of talent. Like
Yeah,
they
because
they should be
they
good, bro.
they didn't have too many people get drafted, so you know what I mean. Most of the people still there then. So
Yeah, they hold the defense is gonna be super experienced this year. The offense is too pretty much. I think Nate Frazier is the one that everybody banking on to kind of break out too.
boy, he better. It's been 3 years now, Nate.
Yeah. Him and Chauncey Bowens, I feel like is a pretty good duo. It actually is a real good duo.
Yeah, Georgia recruit well enough. They ain't been dominating recruiting like they used to because of the NIL, but you know they recruit well enough to put together a good roster every year to win the SEC, and they've been winning the SEC. So I think they
Yeah.
got a chance, but I
And
ain't got
look,
them that high.
I do. I look out for Caden Prothrow too. That tight end they got. He gonna be
Boy,
fine.
they always got a tight end. Don't they still got another tight end from last year? Was it not Delt, but the other one?
They got lucky.
Lucky, they are lucky. Mm-hmm.
Them boys gonna be good. I like Georgia's talent. I think they're gonna be number 2. I think
Only
they're gonna
thing,
I think they're gonna make the championship.
only thing about Georgia is they never got no receiver. Their last good receiver they had was Pickens, and that was like 7 years ago.
Man, they had Zachariah Branch, but they would rather use him on passes right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean they weren't gonna throw the ball down the field to Zachariah Branch, boy.
Yeah, they only was giving him the ball close to the line. He had all them catches, but they were like run plays pretty much.
USC wasn't doing it either. So I want to see how the Falcons gonna do it. But let's see.
Yeah, we gonna see.
All
But I
right.
got Georgia too.
So we already talked about Miami, so I don't keep this one brief. I think they got the best talented team in the conference by far.
Yeah.
They got an easy schedule. All they got to really worry about is Notre Dame, SMU, and maybe Clemson. We'll see.
Uh-huh.
And Mensa led the conference in passing, and they got him. And they got him with better weapons, better talent around, better defense. I think they should dominate and should make a deep playoff run for real.
Yeah, I think I like. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I like Miami. I like Missa, and I forgot to mention him earlier. I think I like Mark Fletcher.
Dog.
That's a real underrated part of that offense, bro. When they gave him the ball last year, he made plays and they started being unbeatable in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So
What
I
you
like Martin Fletcher too.
and how about the most disrespected team in college football? Them who's yours?
Hey, they went undefeated national championship last year though.
16-0.
So how do you think that they are like one of the all time best teams?
I can't say that because I don't know, but I have to respect that they went 16-0. It's like when Florida State went 13-0. I was like, I respect that talented team, but I don't think they one of the all-time greatest teams.
Yeah, the
Because
Florida State
because
2013.
because they team is an older team. They got NFL talent on the team, but it just didn't seem like, oh man, is that one of the greatest teams that I'm watching? No,
Yeah,
because you let a Miami team almost get you. Just like Florida State almost let the Auburn team get them. Like for me to think you won a great team all time, I need pure dominance on. You know what I'm saying? Like LSU 2019, pure dominance in the championship game. Oh
yeah,
one, oh
okay.
one, oh one Miami, pure dominance in the championship game.
I see what
90
you're saying.
was it 95 Nebraska? Pure dominance in the championship game.
I see what you're saying. I got you.
It got to be no doubt in my mind. But
Yeah,
going
that was
undefeated
yeah.
in this age, I do respect them. Probably top 10 team ever, but you know.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely in the last few years, I would say, yeah, you could have them up. They probably one of the best teams since LSU. Probably, I would say, out of the
Since
champions.
the last 7 champions, are they the best one? You think they're better than that Michigan team? You lined up the JJ McCarthy Michigan team.
Ooh, that's close too. Golly, that is that's
Hey,
a
that might be a
they would.
segment. We might need to do that next week. We're gonna say rank the champions.
Yeah, that would be a fine one.
All
That would be a
right,
fine one.
we'll do.
But
We
yeah,
do that.
yeah, that would be fine. Now Indiana this year, I
Mm-hmm.
think I think what it's really gonna come down to is Hoover. I feel like he gonna have one game this year where he throw a bunch of picks.
I think it's gonna be multiple, and then who we gonna then
he
Cincinnati
be,
gonna grab him by the collar and say, "Hey, brother, we ain't pay you for that. You hand this ball off, you throw this RPO, Reed."
that's that's what I'm looking for. I'm thinking about with Josh Hoover when he was at TCU, bro. He used to throw a lot of picks. He would like he was like a gunslinger quarterback though. He can make some throws and throw that ball all over the field all game. But I feel like he's just gonna have a game where he's gonna lose him a game. And they don't have any of the receivers back from last year either. But I feel like they did add a lot on defense though. They got the two boys from K State on defensive end, and then they got Sharp back from last year and Farrell. So they got two people in the secondary that was good back.
And they apparently getting these 5th-year players to come back.
I feel like they said one of them. I kept trying to remember who that was, what number that was from last year. That's coming back
I
next
think it
year.
was a D lineman.
Yeah,
And I'm
I like a couple of them linebackers and D linemen they got too for
yeah,
sure.
that's crazy work.
I like that defense. I think that's what's going to help them the most. But I still feel like Josh Hoover is going to play well for most of the season though. Now looking
Mm.
at their schedule, I'm looking at it. They do play Ohio State.
It's a tougher schedule than the last couple years for sure.
They play Ohio State, but honestly, they don't really have another team. I feel like they're gonna be favored in every other game they play in. They got USC, they got Washington, Michigan. Like those are the only tough games they got really. Ohio State is the toughest, of course, but I feel like they can go through that schedule and only lose one or two games. Like honestly, just looking at it. But I like their defense. I like some of the players they added, but they got a whole bunch of new receivers. All them boys from last year gone. That's the only question. I feel like the offense might mess up mess them up more than their defense,
Mm-mm-mm.
even though they lost some people.
Yeah. That's gonna be tough. All right, let's get to number 4. Well, we just talked about Indiana. I think they got enough players coming back. They got enough players from the portal. and it just depends on how they play at this point. That schedule a little tougher this year, but they got a roster that could beat it. We've seen what they did, what they could do when they the favorite. Let's see when they got to eat a little harder schedule. But
That's what it's gonna be because it's gonna be hard. People not gonna be sleeping on them this year, boy. That's
and I
gonna be,
mean, they did smack Bama and they did smack Oregon in the playoff.
but they
And so they do know how to beat teams, but that was just because they probably had the best team last year.
they had an experienced team, man. Them boys from James Madison, them
Yeah.
boys were tough, man.
they also were 24, 25.
Yeah, exactly. They had an old. I feel like they said they had the oldest championship team ever.
Absolutely.
I think so.
And then we got Oregon at 4.
Yeah, I feel like Oregon, like I said earlier, like they always they should have a championship by now. I feel like this is gonna be another year where they're gonna lose a game or two that they shouldn't lose.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder I'm trying to figure out what the problem is gonna be though. I don't know if it's gonna be more. Last year playoffs, I feel like Dante Moore didn't play good against Indiana. The year before that, they just couldn't stop. Ohio State was just running up and down the field. Jeremiah Smith was torching them. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what the problem is going to be this time. I feel like it's going to be something though.
It was always something with Oregon. That's why Dan Lanning got to change that narrative on being a a, a crazy in game coach. Like he makes some bad decisions sometimes, and it bit him in the butt in the Pac-12.
Yeah, he be getting too aggressive. I feel like.
Yeah, and he always looks like something going on, man. Like something going on with him. Like what's going on with you, brother? Would you
That
want
game
something?
against Penn State, boy, he was looking like he was on something, boy. I was like, good
Like
lord.
you on that stuff, my boy?
So yeah, I feel like they go through their schedule and of course probably win like 12 games. But I
Yeah.
feel like in the playoffs, then they're gonna come short. They're gonna lose in like the semifinals or something like that.
Oh, that's tough to keep losing in the semis when you got a talented team like that. But yeah, I can see
And,
it.
and allegedly a real elite coach. But we'll see.
I think he's a great recruiter. I'll say that. I think he's a great recruiter. But let's see. At 5, I got them
It's,
Buckeyes. Ryan Day and them boys. They got a tough schedule this year too. So that's why I don't got them as high because they schedule a little tougher.
yeah.
And they lost some studs on defense. And I know they recruit. I know they
Well,
recruit.
what?
But everybody don't lose a Sonny Style first round pick. Arvel Reese first round pick. Caleb Downs first round pick. I think they had other like 4 other players just get drafted. So that defense was loaded.
Yeah, they lost a lot of people on their defense for sure.
And I want to see how Arthur Smith runs that offense. Is he gonna do 3 tight end sets like he do in the league, or he gonna realize he got Jeremiah Smith out there
Yeah,
and Chris Henry Jr. who need to be on his
yeah.
feet.
That's what I'm trying to see too. Like I want to see how Julian Sands is gonna do because he did not look good to get in the playoffs at all. I feel like, in the or in the Big Ten championship.
You know why? Because he faced some real defense.
Yeah,
That puppet soft schedule they had regular season, and then he could see the big boys later. Yeah.
it didn't work. It didn't work.
It's different athletes on the side of the field. I see.
They had him hyped up like a
Boy,
Heisman candidate until the last 2 games where they was
that-
they was thinking about giving him that Heisman Loki.
if it wasn't for the conference championship game, he would have won the Heisman. They like
Yeah.
his completion percentage is so high. I like, bro, who is he playing?
That's what I'm saying. Like the Big Ten is so top heavy, and if you
It-
got any of them teams, especially because last year Penn State won good too,
Oh, it was historically bad last year,
they
and
top heavy, man.
they didn't play Oregon and they didn't play USC. Not that USC was great, but they didn't play them.
Yeah, those are the better teams like in the conference.
Oh, in Indiana, they didn't play Indiana either. So they
Yeah,
avoided they avoided Indiana, Oregon, and USC last year.
yeah. And they played Texas last year. They played Texas in Ohio State. This year they playing Texas at Texas, so that's gonna be an interesting one too. But they got Indiana, USC, and Oregon, and of course the big game at the end of the year too.
Yeah, it's a little tougher this year because I expect Michigan to be a better product than last year's Michigan team.
Yeah, and of course they're gonna be hungry to beat Ohio State, especially after they just lost again.
Uh huh. Yeah, that's gonna be
Probably.
tough thing. But guys, let's talk about the Irish one more time.
Yeah.
Marcus Freeman game.
I just got them at I got them at six. I mean at five. 'Cause just like I said, I don't like the schedule. They play that soft schedule. I know they got a good team though, so it would be like a disservice to say they might not be top five. They probably gonna lose one game, but I
Yeah.
know they're gonna lose. I feel like they're gonna lose in the playoffs too. They're like Oregon. They in that same boat where I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like they're gonna advance, but they're
Something
gonna
gonna happen.
lose. Yeah, they're gonna
Something gonna
lose in
happen.
like the semifinals. They're gonna lose or something like that. One of them kind of rounds. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
believe. Yeah, I mean, I think they got probably the best defense in the nation coming up this year. No one might score more than 14 points on them all season. That's the type of defense they're bringing in. And then CJ Carr, they about to hype this man up something crazy. And I'm like, what do y'all see? But whatever.
They were
Whatever.
trying to hype for last year. They tried.
Hmm.
I wasn't impressed, but I feel like they also had the motivation from not making the playoffs last year. So I think they're gonna come. They shouldn't lose two games at all. They
Not
definitely
with
should.
not with
Yeah,
that schedule. If they lose two games, make them join the conference. How about that?
exactly. They
Force them
need
to
to
join
join
the
the company
conference.
anyway, but they definitely need to join if they lose, bro.
All right, we got six. We got some newcomers now. I
Yeah,
got Hook'em Horns. Sarkeesian, brother, if you don't go to the second round, really, you really got to go to the semifinals. Honestly, the roster you got, the the
boy,
the, the hype around Arch, the fact that
boy.
you was a super assistant under Saban, you a great play caller, all these things to your name, and the money behind Texas program, you better at minimum go to the semifinals.
Yeah, they have to. They have to win a playoff game this year, bro. They got to. And honestly, they gotta make a push because they got some players on offense, boy.
They what
Yeah,
they got two Porter running backs, a Porter receiver, and a Porter linebacker who all at the top of their like field.
yeah. Man, Cam Coleman look like a creative player on every clip I've been
Look,
seeing this offseason.
look, Bolitnikoff watch list.
Boy, that's somebody I would like to get drafted. I'm looking at him for the NFL draft. I will pick him early, bro. Oh my
Oh yeah,
god.
but the Falcons need a quarterback before they get a receiver. So,
Yeah, yeah. I don't know though. You got to see because I don't know about Arch. I got to see what Arch is gonna do this year. They putting all their faith into him this year though. I know that much,
if
and they
not
got a squad.
now, if not now, then when?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because you know
eh,
what? I think Arch Manning was inappropriately ranked as a top tier 5-star quarterback out of high school. Based off tape alone, I thought he's a low end 4-star,
yeah.
which he should have been. But that last name was doing numbers, and he had a crazy arm. They're like 5-star.
Yeah.
I saw him play. I like, what are y'all seeing that I'm missing? What
Yeah.
I'm trying to see, where's the 5-star pop up on tape? I didn't see it.
He had so much work to do. He did. I will give him his credit though. He got a little bit better as the season went on last year though. I will
Yeah,
give him that. I give
yeah.
him that. I give him that. So I
And
think that if he can keep building on that, they gonna be dangerous for real though. I will say that.
they have the ability to do this.
They
What
got that
my
running.
thing is, they got a schedule on them this year. Let me see. Let me make sure I got Texas schedule pulled up.
If they see Georgia, they not beating Georgia. Sorry.
It might, but that'll be how many years now? Not beating Georgia.
I don't see them beating Georgia still. I still don't think they can do
Well,
it.
they 0-3 against Georgia right now since they joined the SEC.
Yeah, matter of fact, they are. Yeah.
All right,
Because they
so
lost,
look
they
at
lost them twice in the same year that other year. Yeah.
now. Look now. Keep in mind, Texas is a great team, and they should beat most of these teams. But look at this schedule: Texas State, they should take care of that. Then you got Ohio State, number one team in
Yeah.
the country. UTSA, they should take care of them boys too.
Yeah.
Then you got Tennessee on the road.
Okay.
You gotta go to
The road.
you gotta go to Neyland. Then you got the Red River, well,
Yeah.
Oklahoma. Then you got Florida at home, Ole Miss at home, Mississippi State at home. Then you're going to road against Missouri, going to road against LSU, Arkansas at home, A&M on the road. Now, if you
Oh,
want to be the best, you got to beat this schedule. You got to beat it. You got to beat it.
yeah. That's a tough little schedule to beat too. I feel like if they
Boy,
get to there
boy,
with two,
that. let's see. Currently, that's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven ranked teams on the schedule.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and then you got to work, and then you got like teams like Missouri. You gotta show up and play against too.
No, not Missouri. Mississippi State almost beat them boys last year. You remember that? You remember that
Yeah,
game?
yeah, and then you got the Mississippi State, Florida. I
and
feel like
and
Florida gonna
and
be
they
tough.
lost. They lost to Florida last year. Texas
Yeah,
should have lost. Texas should have lost to Kentucky and Mississippi State last year. That would have got Sark probably fired though.
they would. I forgot they did go to overtime with Kentucky. I was watching that shit.
Kentucky blew their game. Mississippi State blew their game, and they was crying, talking about we need to get in the playoffs. I said for what?
Yeah,
For
I don't
what?
know.
You
I
had
don't
your
know what.
opportunity.
Yeah, they was mad that they scheduled Ohio State that early, but still, bro,
They
like
they should have beat them. I don't want to hear
yeah,
that you scheduled them. I want to hear that you beat them.
and that wasn't even yeah. You can't do that if you put them on the schedule. But I like Texas though, in terms of the talent on their team. I
Yeah,
just don't. I still don't know if they that tough though. They got the size and they got the athletes,
yeah.
but I just don't know if they tough.
That will come down to, can they handle some hits to the mouth? Now
Sorry,
you got Lane Kiffin them. Ooh wee, Lane Kiffin State, Lane State University.
man. I like Lane Kiffin. I like the quarterback Levitt, and then the receivers. Oh, I
They
like
they,
it.
they got your boy. They get your boy from Kansas
Yeah,
State.
yeah. They got him. They got Jace.
Yeah,
They got the other receiver. They got Jace Brown, the other receiver from Florida.
I think they portaled about 50 players.
Yeah,
I
they
was
got
like, this is crazy.
they
I ain't
stacked
gonna
it up
say-
on offense, boy.
I think they ported a whole receiver room, a whole quarterback room.
Yeah, and the defense. They got that big defensive lineman from Ole Miss too.
Oh,
A Mammy, whatever.
yeah. He got a hard name to pronounce. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Umanelian, I think, or Unamelian.
yeah,
Yeah, they
buddy.
got him. They had 3 5-star D linemen come,
Yeah,
and like they got it grooving. They got the ability to win. They got the
I like
roster for it.
with Lane Kiffin though. He always have a game where his defense don't show up.
But that's the thing. They kept the D coordinator from last year, Blake Baker. He's still there.
Oh, they kept him.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what that is. And then they got the boy that
Oh yeah,
he not giving up his number.
he got Jaden Daniels in a tussy boy.
He not giving up his number.
Yeah, what's his name? Not, DJ
Pickett.
Pickett. DJ Pickett. He like, for what?
They saying he might end up being worthy to get his jersey retired for real.
I mean, I think he's gonna be a All American first round corner at LSU. You know how that go? They growing trees down there.
You know LSU always have a 5 corner and 5 receivers. And I think they're gonna have another one. I think they're gonna have the same thing this year too. So I like LSU. I don't know if they're gonna win a big game, but they definitely gonna be. I feel a top 10 team in the country.
I can't wait to the LSU Ole Miss game. Boy.
Boy,
I'm whatever going on that day ain't going on that day. You know what I'm saying?
and they play at Ole Miss too. Oh my
Ooh.
goodness!
And apparently they ain't confirmed it, but they might be gonna play Hold by Ludacris, at some point during the broadcast.
That's gonna be a good one for real. And they play early in the season. Ooh,
I think it's week 2 or week 3. They get into it.
they
Yeah.
September 19th. So yeah, they
Ooh.
that's like week 3.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get down. We got them Bulldogs. I got the Bulldogs at 7. I think this is about the spot for them. I feel like it's a clear top 7, and I think Georgia is a 7 team amongst them. I don't really believe in Gunnar Stockton, even though he did show clutch plays last year. I don't believe they got receivers that I fear. The run game has been lacking. Mike Bobo, sometimes you'd be like, what? Every time you watch that game. But the defense should be top tier. It should be elite, like it always usually is. So that's one thing they got going for this. They might have the best secondary in the SEC for sure. So we're gonna see about them guys. I'm not too high on them, but they are Georgia. So they finally wearing the all white that they've been showing in recruit photos for like 5 years. They finally gonna wear the all white.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it too. This is gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be an exciting season for Georgia. I really do. I feel like they have an experienced team. Last year, you could just tell that they were a young team a lot
Mhm.
more than usual, especially on defense. But I feel like they gonna be loaded. Honestly, I feel like it's gonna be a good season. I think I like Georgia when they have an experienced team like this.
And then you got the Buckeyes at 7. We ain't got to go too deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ohio State at 7. I think Jeremiah Smith might win the Heisman this year though.
Well,
That's
Arthur
my
Smith. Well, will Arthur Smith calling the plays? We'll see.
I think that's gonna be my Heisman, bro. I feel like he gonna go out with a bang, bro.
He might get 1,816 TDs, but I don't know. That's enough to win a Heisman. He
Yeah,
might. He might have to start returning punts and kicks and stuff. To like, he got to like do something else if you had a receiver. Like Devontae,
and
when Devontae won, he was returning punts and kicks, or at least punts.
only thing is it might be fatigue because he been the best receiver in the country for as long as he really been in college. Shoot.
That's
So
true.
he might not get it, and then they got so much other receivers. But I really do think he gonna prove that he's the best player in the country at some point. I
Well,
just don't.
now that they play a tough schedule, he probably will have to finish all these games, so he might have to put on the show.
Yeah, because I feel like Ohio State defense is not gonna be as good as it was last year. They had a real. They would have to me the Ohio State defense last year was kind of close to that Georgia defense in 2023.
Statistically, it was the best defense this decade.
Yeah, I'm telling you, all the first round picks and everything, but they were really like it was hard to move the ball on them, bro, and score.
Who you telling? I was so
I was
happy
watching the
we
games like,
I was so happy we scored first in that game.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That was one of them games where it was seemed like it was gonna be low scoring at first too. I forgot.
Let's go to the Big 12's favorite, Texas Tech, Joey McGuire and them cheating sons of motherfuckers, boy. They really about to stand 10 toes for Brendan Sorsby.
They were about to do it too. They was about to stand behind them. They had the judicial system on his side, man.
They're
Like,
like
yeah,
that. They're
the
like, that's my
DPA
man.
said no, he can't play it.
They're like, that's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him.
Right. They spent all that money. They was like, they didn't want to see that. I know they didn't want to see all that money go to waste. That boy already put all that on Dabble, Prize Picks, all that money go.
They say he was betting 100 bets a day. I said 100 bets is a problem. He need to go
Yeah,
start
that boy.
playing. He
Like
gotta
he
go.
wasn't. How did he even have time to play football and know the playbook and all that?
He wasn't. That's why he wasn't playing at Indiana. Look, 1-800-GAMBLE. You know what I'm saying? It's a number right there. Call it.
That boy.
Let's talk about the players who are eligible.
Yeah,
Texas Tech got some. They don't have another good defense. They brought in some guys again. It might not be as good as last year D line, but the Big 12 ain't pick up to their level yet, so they should be fine this year at least.
yeah, they should be good.
I'm not a fan of the hype around this quarterback they keep talking up. I saw the game he played. I'm not like beating the car horn for him. Like, no, I need to see some. And he come
Man,
off an ACL injury.
yeah,
I
he
almost
didn't.
dropped them if they didn't play in the Big 12 and had a weak schedule. That schedule weak on top of being in the Big 12.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's really gonna save them is the fact that they just so much better than the rest of the conference. And I do. They lost a lot of people on defense, but I think they're gonna be fine on defense. They got some replacements, and they
Mhm.
still got a lot of their secondary back too.
Yeah, I mean the Texas Tech Oregon game was not the defense fault. I watched
Yeah,
that. I watched that game.
yeah,
Oregon could have moved the ball for a whole 3 quarters.
yeah. It was they ended up being on the field for so long.
Yeah,
That's
because
what they about.
the quarterback kept turning the ball over or couldn't move the ball. It was they
I know
quarterback
they.
was worse than Dante Moore that day. That's all that was.
Yeah, I know they're glad they moved on. They like that quarterback, but he to me, like you said, he played good that first game when I can't remember that quarterback that they had last year. I can't remember his name, but he came in and relief for him because he had got hurt,
Yeah.
and he played good that first game. But after that, he didn't really play that good, honestly.
And tell me about your boy Marshall Reed, Texas A&M, Aggie land. What's going on in Aggie land?
I just think that they're gonna be good again because I just trust Mike Elko.
I like Mike Elko, but I know what Texas A&M is, and Texas A&M is routinely an 8-4 school. That's just who they are. That like they might have some times where they peak above they what they're supposed to be, but they mean is 8-4. That's who they are to me.
Yeah, I feel like they just got new leadership, but I feel like they're gonna. I don't know if last year was really a fluke. I feel like it was more of like they on the way, kind of.
See,
He
I hear you, but they be no team that was good last year. No
Yeah.
team that was good last year. They beat nobody who was good or beat a good team last year. That schedule was soft. Okay,
It
the only team
was
that my bad. The one team they did beat that was good was Notre Dame, and that game ended up crazy anyway. So yeah.
Notre Dame was a win that kind of put them on the map. But yeah, I think that they lost a lot of players on offense
Hmm.
and receiver, but that's I still think they got good receivers though.
They
I
brought
like
in Isaiah Horton from Bama
yeah. And they got Craver.
and
They still got Craver and they got Roman.
Bussy.
Better Roman.
Don't they got Bussy still?
Yeah, they got Bushy. They got four like legit receivers for sure.
And they A&M, they recruit well. You know they're gonna have some talent on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, at the very least they're gonna be athletic. Sometimes with them, you just gotta make like they be making a lot of mistakes. That's what you gotta worry about with Marcel Reed is just that he don't be turning the ball
Oh
over.
boy, that quarterback. I know A&M fans can't wait till he leave, boy.
Yeah. That's the thing. And my thing is he threw all the picks last year.
Boy, they should have lost to
So
South Carolina. They should have lost to South Carolina.
yeah,
If they'd have lost South Carolina, they would not have made the playoff.
yeah, because that was the only thing they only had that one loss heading to the playoffs. But I think that I think they'll build on it. I think they'll probably be like top 10. I've got them this year. I have them going. What is it? 10-2. I got them losing to Texas again, and I got
Hmm.
them losing to Alabama because they playing in Alabama. But
Let me check
other
this.
than that, I got them winning.
Let me check the A&M schedule out. Them boys who they need to be in the Big 12 or the Southwest Conference, but neither here nor there. Missouri
Should be
State,
out. They just
Missouri
want that
State,
money.
Missouri State win. Arizona State at home should be a win. Never know with my boy out there in Arizona State. What's his name is Coach Dillingham, Ken
Yeah,
Dillingham.
Kenny Dillingham.
Kentucky, they should be Kentucky. I don't think Will Stein ready first year. They go on the road against LSU. If it's a night game, I'm gonna give them an L. They got Arkansas. The Arkansas probably will be ready year one with their new coach. Missouri on the road. I don't trust them, but you never know.
That
Citadel
could be,
should
yeah, that could go either way, low key.
Citadel should be win at Bama. Ooh, that's gonna be a game. Uh,
Just because it's in Bama, I'm gonna say they gonna. I got Bama beating them.
they go on the road against South Carolina. South Carolina better not lose to them boys again.
They gonna be
Tennessee,
hungry.
yeah, we're gonna see. It depends if Beamer's still coach in November, but you know,
Yeah, oh yeah. True.
Tennessee. Then they got Tennessee, Oklahoma, then Texas. That's a tough way to close out your season. Four ranked teams.
Yeah, that is tough.
Hmm,
Oklahoma, especially the Oklahoma and Texas, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Texas. Like, ugh.
that's tough. Yeah, I see 8-4 for sure. For sure. This is 8-14. I don't know why I got them. Oh, you got them a little higher than I do. Yeah.
I
They
got
they
them. I got them. Hey, I think they're gonna win some of these games at the end, though.
you know what? If they want to prove that they not 8-4 A&M, they will split them games up.
I just like that talent. I think, and the coaching. I think they can win some of these games that they usually will lose.
That they
So
better.
yeah, I think I'm going like 10-2.
All right, let's see.
LSU gonna be that big win though.
They catch Lane Kiffin early. They can.
Yeah,
All right, number 9. I got Trinidad Chambliss, 7-year
yeah.
player, 6-year player. Who cares anymore? He decided I don't need the NFL. I got college, and here we are. Ole Miss coming back with what's my boy Pete Golden.
Yeah, Golden. They sure do got him, but yeah, that's their coach for sure now.
Hey, TC is what I'm calling TC6. He was cooking. He was
Man, what
cooking last year.
he looked good in the games I was watching.
And
They were hyping on the other boy.
if he had enough time, they might have been able to beat Miami in that playoff game. But they ran out of time.
Yeah, he was slinging it, man. I like what I saw from him. He looked like a future NFL quarterback in the games I was watching. So and
Now,
then, but I don't know how they gonna keep the offense. How that will go after last year because they get the guy that they got that Golden is a defensive coach.
yeah, a defensive
So I'm,
coach who defense wasn't never cooking.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Lane Kiffin, they never really were known for their defense when he was there. So I want to see how they're gonna do because they've had the good players on defense too. But I don't know. I'm interested to see how it's gonna look on offense. But I believe in Trinidad for sure, bro. They got a bunch
Yeah,
of new receivers too. They one of them teams that got a whole bunch of new weapons. Stribling gone.
Yeah, I got to see what Ole Miss look like because it could end up really bad fast. Now, Golden did show that he could coach in the playoff, but that might have just been off of pure fumes, energy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's give him an off season. Let's see. He got a new staff with him now. Let's see what that team look like because I gotta see it. I gotta see. Was that Lane Kiffin
Yeah.
coattails or this you? Let's see.
We finna learn a lot about him this year for sure.
And we just talked about Texas Tech, so we can keep it brief for you. Texas Tech.
Big 12 champs. So I think they're gonna get in the playoffs. I think they'll probably lose in like the second round or something like that. But they definitely should be top 10 just off of the strength that they got a good defense and they're gonna have they should have a good record and a conference championship game win.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that for sure. Big 12 X favorites. They used to run the Big 12. Oklahoma. I do not believe in material like everybody else does. Even before the injury, I was like, I don't see it.
Yeah.
And now they still ain't got a run game, to my knowledge. But they got a crazy defense, and that's why I got them so high. That defense was cold,
And they
cold.
got they got Kim
Red
Lewis
got a
back.
defense. Red Venom's got a defense on them. Yeah, who
Yeah,
back?
that's Brent Venables too. I know they got Kip Lewis back, and I know they got Peyton Bowen too.
And
Both of them,
and
both of them.
David Stone in the middle on that D line.
Yeah,
Yeah, good luck.
it's
Good
zero,
luck.
number zero, big number zero. Yeah, I like that's what Oklahoma is the exact opposite of how they used to be, man. They got a crazy defense, but they don't have no like they offense is good, but they not as flashy as they used to be. And but the Oklahoma problem still is just like Texas. They got the athletes and they got the size, but I don't know how tough they are on offense. Like I don't know if you can really trust them to like put together a clutch drive in the fourth quarter in like a real tough game.
I don't trust it either. I mean, I like Mateer. He can't be running the ball for you like that. Obviously, it got him hurt.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
this SEC is tough. They gonna hit you. This ain't the old school Big 12 where it might be two good defenses in the whole conference.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with Material. He got to change how he played. Like last year, he wore down quick. He was balling at first though, but it ain't gonna work like that in the SEC. You gonna get hit. We gonna start getting hit, and it's gonna affect everything else going on. So I still think that they should be good. Their defense, like you said, is elite, and you gotta prepare for a lot with Brent Venables. So he be bringing the blitzes from them crazy angles.
Mhm.
It's a lot. So I think they'll be elite on defense, and that's gonna carry him a lot, and good enough offense.
All right. And now Ole Miss, Pete Golden. I know we just talked about them, so we keep that quick too.
Yeah, I got him at 11. I don't think that they will win a playoff game, but I think they're gonna make the playoffs. So I got them at 11.
10.
10, my bad. I got
I mean,
we just talked about Oklahoma, but I got them at 11. Yeah.
I mean, the same thing. I guess we got the same teams on A&M and Oklahoma. He just stays got him at 11, so not too far away. We can really skip that. Let's go to 12.
It's starting to get interesting now, boy.
I got the Mormons
You
from Provo, Utah. Hey man,
got 'em high.
Bachheimer, how you pronounce
You
Bear?
like Bear?
No, I don't like him as a quarterback, but he
I
is very hard. He very hard to stop.
exactly. I
He
don't know
like
how long. I don't think that he gonna have as much magic this year as he did last year.
he like 250, and he could barely throw that thing on with any type of touch and accuracy. But he's still 250. They run the ball tough. Sataki, they play a tough brand of football out there. They in the Big
Yeah,
12. They one of the Big 12 favorites. Their team is naturally older than everybody else's. Like they know what they're doing out there at BYU, and I just got them ranked because they got continuity on their side. Man, they got a lot of players come back.
they did always. I feel like have a real good defense, and they gonna have another good defense again this year. And they always play like physical.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see a lot of teams that's that physical. You starting to see more in the Big 12 now, but like they bring it every week. They always play physical football. So and then they like you said they got them old boys and Bear just be knowing how to win and make plays. Like I don't like the way he play either, and I don't think that he gonna have as much magic this year. But I still think they have they gonna have either the second best or the best defense in the Big 12.
Yeah. It's gonna be something that they might dominate the Big 12. Honestly, they might win that thing.
Yeah, because last year they low key had a case to make the playoffs too. Though they only lost 2 games all season.
And that's the same team, Texas Tech,
Yeah,
twice.
and they lost to exactly they lost to the same team. So they honestly they in a good spot. Sataki might be the best coach in the whole Big 12.
I mean, honestly, you're not wrong. And Bear should be better. I don't like the way he played, but he should be better in year 2. I don't know about that 5-star they got from California. What's his name? Folsom? Jake. They had got a 5 or 4-star, a highly ranked quarterback. I don't know if he's playing this. He might be doing his mission trip.
Oh yeah, they be doing that. I forgot they do. They do having the mission trips. I didn't realize they had another quarterback.
Yeah, let me see if I can remember his name. He was highly ranked, and I think he just kept dropping in the rankings after a while. Maybe because he committed to BYU. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, they that the kind of stuff do be having them.
Because if he was going to USC, he'd probably still be 5-star.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's how they get super political than 5 stars, boy.
they're like, who you commit to? Drop his star. He clearly don't.
Yeah.
He clearly a bad decision maker.
And if a certain school like Alabama, it used to be if Alabama recruited you, if you was like a 3 star, they was gonna
You
jack it up.
4-star. Yeah, they go.
Yeah,
Oh. Like, why would we go against Nick Saban? Like, oh, here we go.
yeah. It used to go like that for real, boy.
Let's
I
see.
seen it with my own eyes.
BYU had 15 commits last year.
15. Good lord, they was.
Oh my bad. That's this year. I'm tripping.
Oh, I was about to say 15 the whole year. It's crazy.
What's his name on here? Oh yeah, he not enrolled yet. Oh, okay, here you go. Because he probably doing his mission trip, so he probably not at school yet. Ryder Lyons. He was a highly ranked. He was number 6 at his position. So
Oh
he
dang.
going. Yeah.
Ryder Lions. I already know how he look.
I think got a brother who played for them too, or used to play. The name is very familiar.
Oh, okay. I had to think about it.
Oh, there you go. Walker Lyons, tight end from USC. I don't know if you remember him. He was like
Oh,
a highly ranked player too a couple years ago.
oh no, I never heard of that name. I thought it was an older player. Gee. Well,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and then
BYU.
yeah, BYU boy, they the home of the Samoans boy. I don't know what they got, what they did to that community, but they be getting them all.
For real.
All them Polynesians be going to BYU, man.
That's what I'm saying. Any of them schools like Utah, in the schools in Utah and in like Oregon and Washington, they be getting some of them too.
Yeah, the whole West Coast, man. They just call it the Polynesian Pac-12. That's what they should have called it.
Always had a big old defensive offensive lineman.
Pacific Islander Conference. That's what they should have called it. Speaking of the Pac or the old school Pac, UW
Yeah.
at 12. A little high for me, but ain't too high for you. Talk about it.
Man, I like that quarterback. I think he gonna have a big year, and I think he gonna be a Heisman candidate too.
Ooh,
Even
DeMar
though,
Williams? DeMar
yeah,
Williams?
I like Demar Williams. I feel like he didn't play good in the big games last year. They won all the games they were kind of supposed to win, but they lost to all the good teams they played. That was their problem last year, and then they lost their game to Wisconsin randomly. But besides that, I thought they had a good year, and I feel like Williams is gonna get better, man. But they did lose a lot. They definitely lost they lost that good receiver and running back. But I think they're gonna be able to replace them, man. I think they'll be good at running back this year. And I feel like the offensive line, ever since JFH been there, the offensive line been pretty good. So I like
Yeah.
Washington.
Washington, they gotta replace they studs though, outside of DeMar Williams. But they got a good coach. They recruit decent.
Yeah.
I believe Fish can get the most out of DeMar Williams this year. They just gotta hope they get some breaks this year. That's what I think they need. They need some breaks to happen their way.
I like some of the people they got on defense too. Like
Yeah.
I feel like they got some players that you wouldn't know right now, but by the end of the season they're gonna be people that just gonna be good. Like especially in the secondary and that linebacker. So I like Washington. But Demond Williams is gonna be somebody that people going he gonna make some plays and be a household name in some ways. I feel like or potential household name.
We gonna see. I think he'll get there.
I like him. I like him.
The
They
only
got a
thing is
tougher schedule though.
he played at Washington. And nobody cared about West Coast football, man.
They got to win. I feel like they got to win 10 games, but that's what I'm banking on. I feel like they can do it. They don't got Ohio State, which is good, but they definitely got Indiana and Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is,
And
besides that,
USC this year. Don't they play USC this year too?
they always play USC too. I feel like they're gonna beat USC though.
Ooh, don't do that. Because
I think Washington gonna have a chance to be undefeated before when they play Indiana.
now you say USC, you know what? I do not have them on my list. I think I was
USC.
trying to figure out where I needed to put them, and I just kept. I ain't have them on there. That's crazy. USC them. I got to put them somewhere.
I think
Um,
USC. I don't think USC gonna live up to the hype. They got a
you
lot of
ain't
hype though.
you ain't USC on your list either. Oh man. Okay.
I don't think they're gonna live up to the hype, even though they had a good recruiting class and all that. Watch.
I'm gonna leave it at this. It's already too late. All right, let's go. 13. I got Kalen DeBoer.
Bama.
Kalen DeBoer.
He on the hot seat too, boy. Made the playoffs. He's still on the hot seat.
You know the thing about Alabama, they can't even put him on the hot seat because nobody to get to replace him.
Exactly.
He
Like
a top tier coach. He's just going through some tough times at Bama. Who you gonna get him? Who you gonna get to replace him? Lane Kiffin ain't coming. What y'all on Dabo? Y'all need to stop complaining and just rally behind Bama. They're not gonna be saving Bama no more. It's hard to do that.
it definitely is. Like and he got y'all back to where y'all wanted to be. And DeBoer is a good coach. I don't know if he's a good fit at Alabama, but he can get players there. Shoot, if he's a good enough coach, he should be able to work with that with the roster they got.
Yeah, I had to do it. I put UC on my list. I had to make some changes. I had to take it real quick. I took Arizona out and put them to 25. I did have Arizona kind of high. That was crazy. And you got them Texas boys. So you can keep that quick. We talked about them earlier.
Talent, but I just feel like they're gonna lose a game or possibly two that they shouldn't lose. So I got them at 13. But I still think they're gonna win it. Like I still think they're gonna win 10 games. Just off talent alone, they should win at least 10.
Yeah, I can see that too. They have the talent to win these games. Now, can Sarkeesian win them for them? That's what we're gonna find out.
Watch they win like 9. They got the
Can
talent to
Sark
win each 10 though. Watch.
can Sark and Arch win? Sark and Arch, because Texas like, hey man, we done gave you everything. What more
it,
you want?
this shit, that's a loaded offense for real.
I look once Sarkeesian lose that third game, he's like, we should never let the Big 12, boy. We should never.
Yeah,
They let the Big 12 right when they looked like they could have dominated that thing.
exactly. They
I like
left.
that.
They left. As soon as they won the conference, they left.
And it took them a long time to win that conference too, boy.
After Vince Young or Colt McCoy, one of them was the last one that won. That was like 15 years ago.
Sheesh. All right, let's go. Michigan and Tennessee. I like this. We get into the nitty and the gritty now. We get to the teams. I got Michigan because I like Whittingham as a coach. I think he got enough talent coming to Michigan, and that was still there at Michigan. The only thing I have a concern is, I don't think most people have the same concern is, what is you gonna get out of Bryce Underwood?
Yeah.
Because if you got a good, like promising Bryce Underwood, Michigan be ranked in top 10, top 8. But since we don't know and it look a little shaky in the spring game, it's like we don't know about that quarterback situation. We know
So
they
you
can
talk,
run the ball. We know
oh,
they
you
can
saw
run the
the
ball.
spring game.
Yeah, I saw the spring game. Yeah.
Oh, he didn't.
It
I
wasn't
didn't know the
nothing.
Michigan fans don't like him.
It was nothing to bang your head about. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, because they definitely looked mediocre last year, boy. I was watching them last year, but they put together a decent season. Honestly, though,
They
they
did.
just
They with a with a coach who was doing some things off the field that took his time away from film study, recruiting, coaching up his players and staff.
yeah.
They did all that. I think they went 9-4 last year or something like that.
I think they went 9-4, 9-3
Yeah.
during the regular season for sure.
Yeah, and then they lost to Texas in the bowl game. That's right. Yep, 9-4.
Yep, but they got some good players. I know they brought some people from Utah over. That
Oh yeah,
Snowden.
they got
That's
Snowden in that D lineman, and apparently
yeah.
a receiver who's supposed to be good. The OC, I think the OC is a good OC.
I'm trying to
So,
remember who that OC is.
Beck, he came from New Mexico, and with Devin Dampier to Utah.
Okay, yeah. That's right. The one he
Yeah.
was at Utah last year too.
Mm-hmm.
So I like some of the pieces they got on defense for sure. And then they gonna be a running offense for sure. Then, so they should be pretty good. I'm like, okay, Michigan. All
All
right.
right. And let's talk about Rocky Top. Rocky Top Tennessee. Let's go.
I'm
What you
just
like
banking
about
on.
them, man?
I'm just kind of banking on them being pretty good. Like I feel like Tennessee is due for one of them years where they like win 10, 11 games, but lose to Georgia and then lose to like Alabama or somebody.
Yeah, Tennessee. I gotta see their schedule. They might have a lucky schedule this year. Let me see what Tennessee's schedule look like.
I know they don't got Georgia, so I know they happy about that.
Boy, it's been a minute since they had to play Georgia. That's why when you expand the conference, man, the
See,
games don't happen no more.
you take away that's a low key a rivalry.
It's yeah, it ain't the toughest, but it's a rivalry for sure.
Yeah, but because Georgia been having them stretches is really over the last like 15, 20 years now where they've been
So
beating them.
so Tennessee, they got Furman, that's a win. At Georgia Tech, I don't know what Georgia Tech gonna look like this year, so I'm gonna give them the win. Kennesaw State
Yeah,
should be a win. They lost their quarterback, and they just got a talent issue there. Texas probably gonna be a loss, but you are at home, so you have a better chance. Auburn, they should beat Auburn. I don't care about nobody what Alex Gold is talking about. They should beat Arkansas. Alabama gonna be an interesting game. They should beat South Carolina, Kentucky. A&M gonna be interesting. LSU gonna be interesting, and Vandy they should beat Vandy this year. Oh, so yeah, at minimum they should go 8-4 at minimum.
yeah. I
Because
think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be right there in the hunt. Honestly, they're not gonna be better than Georgia, and I don't know how the divisions. I feel like the SEC don't have divisions anymore, right?
nah, it's just a look at the schedule. It's
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, but I think this is gonna be the year where they pull off some wins. I think they're gonna start out pretty well. I definitely think they're gonna lose to Texas though. I ain't gonna lie. Because honestly, bro, I think that Sarkeesian can outsmart my boy Josh Heupel on defense.
yeah, it's very possible.
I think he gonna run them ragged on defense, man. So that's why I got them losing that one. But that's good. Tennessee got a good team though. I just don't. I got to see what the quarterback situation is gonna be too though.
The thing about Tennessee to me, I think Hypo has done it once before. He'll do it again. As far as getting a quarterback who don't got much experience, and his offense is very quarterback friendly, as you could tell. He made old boy come in with 2 months, learn the
Yeah.
offense. What's his name? He tried to get one more year eligibility. They denied him. He
Aguilar.
Yeah, Joey Aguilar. Yeah, and if he could do that with Aguilar, he got 2 5 stars to choose from. One of them just got to win the competition. So we're gonna see.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be phase on though. I think if it might be if it's phase on, they could go 10-2 this year, and that'll put them back in the playoffs. Well, we're gonna see.
Yeah. I like the talent on offense at
Oh,
receiver. They all.
they got a DC. They got Penn State DC. No, see there now. They should help them out too.
Okay. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. So I like Tennessee. Honestly, the receiver they always have skill position. Then the running back is back too. Bishop.
Yeah, yeah,
He a,
they
he,
definitely
a,
are.
he a pretty good running back too. They always keep a pretty good running back.
Like they offense don't miss a beat. Like they gonna keep a good offense on them.
I know they missing one of their safeties got hurt the other day though.
Yeah.
They problems usually they have their problems in the secondary.
Yeah, well, I think they'd be all right on defense this year. Sneaky team could be a sneaky team. Could go to the SEC championship.
Yeah, they all Tennessee is one of them teams that always lose games that they not supposed to lose to though. Watch they lose to Vanderbilt. We ain't saying nothing about Vanderbilt. Watch they lose to Vanderbilt.
They ain't gonna lose
What?
2 years in a row, boy. The governor will have a fit.
Yeah.
All right, we at 15. I got Lane State University here. We talked about them, so I'm gonna keep it brief. They probably did the best recruiting portal like altogether as far as incoming talent. And I think Lane Kiffin know how to call offense. He gonna have some weapons to choose from. He got the best weapon in the SEC. That tight end, 6'8", I
Oh
think.
yeah. Green number I think 14.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
yeah. Traylon Green, something like that. That sounds right.
yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, if they could just
15
figure
type
it
deal.
out, if they could figure out how to play the like if the Lane Kiffin get the offense right quickly and the defense stays the same, they could be a sleeper. They could be in the SEC championship game. It depends how fast can Lane Kiffin make them winners. That's the only thing I got for LSU. How fast can Lane
Yeah,
Kiffin make them winners?
yeah. That's the thing. I feel like they got enough talent to make a push, but you just got to see how it come together because The defense is what's gonna have to really step it up. I feel like they're gonna
Yeah,
be
they
good on offense.
so
I
what
like Swordsby. I mean, not Swordsby.
Levitt.
Levitt,
Yeah, they got Levitt and Husan Longstreet, who was like a 5-star at USC. He came too. Uh,
quarterback.
yeah, they got Jordan Seaton, all them receivers they got from the portal.
Jordan
Uh,
Seaton. That's the underrated one too, boy. I ain't even think
uh,
about that.
yeah, and then they got them 5-star D linemen. Apparently, they might all start or definitely play a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got Pickett at corner. Like they got it. They got Weeks, Lane Kiffin's son-in-law. they got Weeks at linebacker. They got some players.
Yeah. I like LSU, man. I feel like they're gonna have a good season this year for sure.
All right, so from one feline to another one, Penn State Nittany Lions.
Yeah.
How you
It's
got the
it,
Iowa? How you got the Iowa State
it
Nittany Lions? How you got
yeah.
them?
That's what I'm banking on. They got an experienced team, and they got a lot of them good players that Iowa State had. Like all them five tight ends. They
Mhm.
got Rocco Beck. They
Yeah,
got a couple.
that
Yeah,
running back
yeah, yeah.
Hanson too. Yeah,
They got Hanson. My boy be out there catching the ball too. Hanson is he a gamer. I don't know if they really have enough upper echelon talent to beat like the Oregons and the Ohio States
well,
and the Indianas.
lucky for them, brother. They don't have to face anybody this year.
Yeah.
I
I feel
think they
like
got the easiest schedule.
yeah, that's the thing. I like Matt Campbell as a coach too. I ain't gonna lie. Very
Yeah,
good coach.
I think he been needing an opportunity to show what he can do with some because the Eagles win at Iowa State and nobody wins at Iowa State. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hard job, bro.
Yeah, man. Nobody trying to go to was it Ames? No one
Yeah,
trying to go. No one trying to go to Happy Valley either. But at least they got tradition of being a good program.
exactly. Iowa State, they're gonna be back. They're like Matt Campbell was really the only coach I can remember that had them really like rocking for real. He
Man,
had and he got a lot of them drafted. He got a lot of them went to the NFL from Iowa State too.
let me walk you down this Penn State schedule. You tell me what they record should be. They play Marshall at home.
Yeah,
They go on the road against Temple. They
win,
but they got Buffalo at home,
win,
Wisconsin at home,
win,
Northwestern on the road,
win.
USC at home,
Yeah, win home game.
on the road against Michigan.
I think that might be where they lose.
All right, home against Purdue,
Win.
on the road at Washington,
Ooh. I got Washington winning that.
all right, and Minnesota at home,
Win,
Rutgers at home,
win.
Maryland on the road.
That's a win too. So yeah, what's that? That's about
Look
10-2.
at the very worst, they go 9-3, a balanced 10-2. At the very height, 11-1. Yeah, man,
Yeah,
this schedule's stupid, dumb, easy. They got 3 ranked teams and they're not superly high ranked. They like the middle of the pack ranked teams.
yeah. They got a good roster too, boy. They should be able to win 10 games at least on that schedule for
Yeah, because
sure.
you get to open up, like you get to warm up, you get to develop that team with this soft schedule to begin. Like Marshall, Temple, Buffalo, boy, that should be 100-20 over that 3 course game.
For real. I like Iowa State on defense, so I think they should be able to do fine. And they got an experienced team. The only
Yeah,
thing is they play in a different conference, but that's those guys, them guys at Iowa State that played a lot like Cooper,
yeah.
Neal,
Rocco
Bacon,
Beck, Rocco
Bacon,
Beck.
Brocco Beck. Like they
Them-
got a bunch of them. They got a bunch of them boys from Iowa State that was good. Like
yeah,
they real best players. All
and
of their best players.
they're gonna do that them 2 tight end, 3 tight end sets. They're gonna get real big on people. They're gonna pound people. They're gonna play their type of ball. They got Penn State talent on it.
Yeah, exactly. I like Brahmer, that tight end they got. He gonna be
And they got
no
D'Anton
problem.
Lynn to run the defense from USC. They got D'Anton Lynn to run the defense. And
USC.
yeah, USC D coordinator D'Anton Lynn, he came to Penn State to run the defense. So that's gonna be pretty good for them. Because he changed USC defense around. He turned them around. They used to be trash. Now they was respectable.
Yeah, true though. True.
And speaking of USC, I got them on my list at 16. I had to make a minor change because I seen they wasn't on there, but we here and we move. So
Yeah.
USC, Jaden Mayava, what you gonna do? Where the Michael Irvin clip? You know what I'm saying? What are you willing to do about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what my boy say?
What are you gonna do? He said, I'm just saying. This is Lincoln Riley most talented team, offense, defense, special teams, top to bottom. His probably best staff because now you got Gary Patterson running defense, and you still run the show on offense, I believe. He still called the
hire.
plays. And I'm
Gary
like,
Patterson,
bro,
Gary Patterson, the defense coordinator, is a good hire for sure.
I'm like, you got the players, you got the number one recruiting class coming in. You got a seasoned vet at quarterback. You got two good running backs, really good running backs, 5-star tight ends. Some good. I don't got to talk about receiver because he don't. I ain't never seen a team who ain't had no good receiver that he coached, especially at USC. So can they put it together? They got a tough schedule. It's tough enough to get your boy out of there. So he got to punch above. He got to make sure at the very least he's 10-2 with that schedule.
Yeah, he definitely is coaching. I feel like low key. I had him on my hot seat list. I feel like he low key got to win 10. But honestly, they got the talent to do it though. I feel like they have. I feel like they did last year too, but now they got a real. They got a real chance for real now though. They should be able to at least put up a fight to win the Big Ten. But I don't know. I gotta see it first with Lane Kiffin. I'm scared to put them in mind.
And then you got Kalen the boys, Bama, Roll Tide, Blitz,
Yeah.
Bama, Blitz.
This not the old Bama, bro. But
Yeah, I don't know who their quarterback is.
they like that Russell boy. They saying that he gonna start.
I think Keelan Russell. If you want to keep Keelan Russell, you start him, and you say, "I'm sorry, Austin Mack, you got to go hit the portal in the off season." Because Austin Mack is like the junior, so he probably got 2 or 3 years left. But Russell got 4 years left, minimum, maybe 5. I don't know how the redshirt thing with the 5 or 5 work out.
Yeah,
And if they even, you always, the tiebreaker, you start the function with the more the game. So the younger player always win the tiebreaker if they even.
yeah. I think
But
that's what they saying it's looking like. They saying it's looking like Russell is the favorite right now. They've been doing a competition over the last few weeks.
yeah, I ain't tapped in with Camp, so I don't know, but that seemed right.
I've been seeing it a little bit. They were saying that he's the favorite.
That boy,
He ahead.
Jorrye in the message boards read them comments.
I be saying, Alabama got we in SEC country. They got a bunch of fans out here. They be showing all their information. I be knowing what's going on a little bit.
Yeah, that is true. This is SEC country, and this is probably the most tumultuous fan base is Alabama.
Yeah.
Not like taking L.
What?
Yeah, I gotta see because that receiving core should be talented. Ryan Coleman Williams, because he took his girlfriend last name, put it on his jersey.
That's his girlfriend last name for real?
Yeah, man, he added it.
Oh, I never knew that part.
Yeah, I thought he might be doubling up like Juju Smith-Schuster because he want to put his mama name on it. But nope.
It's a girl name. I definitely thought it was one of his parents' last name. That's crazy.
Young boys with some money, boy. Young boys
Boy,
with some money.
somebody need to put her to the side, man.
I think she's 25, bro. He like 20.
Yeah, he getting ready to go into his junior year. Yeah, he probably like 20.
Yeah, because he came in early, so he might be 19.
Yeah, that's right. He was 7. Yeah, they used to be talking about he was 17 on that.
That's right.
He might be 19.
Because that freshman year, they're like, and he's only 17.
Yeah, against Georgia. Still ain't did nothing since then. Good Lord.
Yeah, so I gotta see what Bama look like because they lost Horton to the portal and they lost Bernard to the draft. So you gotta hope Williams is that guy. They got some other guys who talented because it's Bama.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna have they're gonna have some talent or somebody that's fast or something like that.
Yeah, they should have a good defense, but I don't know, man. It seems like that Bama of old is about to be Bama of old.
They used to be way more dominant on defense and on that defensive line than what they are now, boy. That's the biggest difference, really, is the defensive line.
And the thing is it's because it's just the portal, really. Because even Nick Saban would have had a tough time in this era.
That's why he left.
He like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
He couldn't stack up them super duper defensive line, boy.
All right. Now, this is where we are on the same page. We got Rhett Lashley, part of that Pony Express in Dallas. SMU.
Yeah.
I like Jennings as a quarterback. I don't love him. I like him. I like the offense they run out there. They got talented play. They got a great play caller. And
Yeah,
the ACC is weak enough for them to go to the championship game. So I got them 17.
yeah. I love SMU and how they play on offense. So I got them ranked right there. Every year, I feel like gonna be pretty solid with what they got, especially in the ACC. They got them a
Mhm.
good little program with that coach. So I think they're gonna be right there in the hunt again. I
Yeah,
think what's their record gonna be? Let me look.
I think it's very crazy that a team in Texas is in an Atlantic Coastal Conference. But
Yeah,
what does conference name mean? Name it what they call nomenclature, or nomenclature, whatever the word is.
Well, it's crazy. I'm looking at it. Okay, yeah, they got a easy schedule. Good lord,
Yeah, it's very easy, brother.
they don't got to see Miami at all.
Nah, not that we played them last year. They beat us.
Yeah, I remember that when Carson Beck threw that crazy interception at the end of the game.
Oh man, both the games we lost came down to like the last play, Carson Beck pick. So like
Yeah,
this is tough, man. This is a tough way to go out.
this is not a tough schedule. They should SMU should win probably 10 games.
Let me look at
I
this
just
shit.
feel like
I'm
I just
pulling it
I
up
just
right
think
now.
they're gonna lose a game that they're not supposed to, or they're gonna lose in the championship at the ACC.
So let's see. They open up against Florida State on the road. Mike Norvell better hope them boys ready.
Boy, I got SMU winning that, bro.
Then they got UC Davis. That's a win. Louisville on the road. That's gonna be tough, depending on how Louisville come out.
That's the
And
only.
and and then they got Missouri State. That should be a win. Boston College should be a win. Virginia. I don't know about Virginia being an automatic win. That's out. But it is at home, so they might have the upper hand there. Then they got California, who beat them last year, took them out the ACC championship. They got them at home.
That's right.
JKS. Then they going to road against Syracuse. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't know Syracuse is good this year, but I do like Angeli. They got
Yeah,
Virginia Tech and James Franklin. They
that might be a little tough.
yeah, that should
Low
be
key.
tough. Wake Forest is a very sneaky team. Very sneaky team. They won 9 games last year. No one even knew. No one cared.
I didn't even know that. I gave
And
so
they and they,
somebody.
they would have won 10 had the referee not messed up the game against Georgia Tech with the bad call. They
Oh, they did have a close
yeah,
one too.
Wake Forest could have been 10-2 in the ACC championship game against Virginia, and nobody would have known a thing.
Yeah, I ain't
That's
even think. I didn't even know Wake Forest won 9 games. I ain't gonna lie.
bruh, no one knows anything that goes on in the ACC. Well, they have resulted to the CW.
Yeah, boy.
And
They
then
be having.
they got Notre Dame on the road. That's probably an L for sure because it's late in the
Yeah,
year. Then you got Stanford on the road. Last time they had to go to California to close out the year, they lost. I'm not sold SMU gonna do more than 9-3. They might
I
go
see.
9-3.
I see 9-3. I see 9-3. But I feel like Louis, if they win that Louisville game, they're gonna
Oh
have a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
momentum, boy.
If they come out the gate like on fire, like beat Florida State, beat Louisville, and then beat Virginia, and that's what
Yeah,
6-0 to start the year off. They might go 11-1.
that's what I'm saying. They if they start this off right, they got a chance to go. They be off to the races, and they got an experienced quarterback too, so
Yeah,
it can happen.
that's what they got on their side. Experience at QB.
Man, what? I
But
like them.
let's
They always SMU always have a fire receiver too. So I'm waiting to see which one of their receivers going to emerge this year.
who they got? They have Rasheed Rice and they had, who and Cortland Sutton, right? Them the two that's the main two from SMU.
Yeah, and they had Emmanuel. They used to have Emmanuel Sanders,
Oh yeah, my boy Emmanuel Sanders did go there.
and
That's right. All right, let's
I
go
feel,
to
and I feel like they had Mike Wallace too.
Mike Wallace, Ole Miss, I believe.
Yeah, matter of fact, you're right. You're right.
All right,
I was
NC
wrong there.
State and Louisville. ACC love. I
Yeah,
got NC State here because I like CJ Bailey. This is third year starting, and Dave Doran offense. Dave Doran is a very sneaky coach. He could go get 10 wins or he could go get you 7. It just
yeah,
depends on how the rest of the team looking this year. So hopefully it's looking positive because ACC needs more teams with 10 double-digit wins. So let's see if they do that this year. He did lose Hollywood Smothers. That's gonna be tough.
yeah. The running back. That's a loss for real.
But Dave Duran knows how to coach, and I'm sure he'll figure it out. They'll
They
do
always
something.
find little sleepers at NC State.
All right. And they wanted them sleeper, what they call them, a sleeping giant program that they just never happens. So
Yeah,
I
that's why I have a rank. NC State has had some teams that have been good, like talent wise.
not Drake
Honestly,
though.
yeah, they one of them teams. They always lose to a team they shouldn't lose to though.
Yeah,
At least usually like twice a year too.
yeah. They like how y'all beat them but lose to them.
Exactly.
Crazy.
They'll beat a Florida State or they'll upset like a Clemson every once in a while, but
Yeah,
then they'll lose to like North Carolina or they'll
Duke,
lose to like
Duke
Duke.
or Wake Forest or somebody. You're
Yeah,
like, "Oh, what y'all doing?"
yeah, exactly.
And then you got them Brom boys, Jeff Brom and them, Louisville. I
I just
like
believe in
Louisville.
him.
I
I
like
believe
Louisville.
in him, man.
I
And
gotta see.
I like that QB they got from Ohio State too.
That's
That
what about. That's what I'm saying. I got to see what Conho look like because he apparently pushed Julian Sane for the quarterback one job. But you know how
yeah,
they go. You know how they go. The person who loses the job, is he really better? Is he
that's what I'm
really
saying.
good though?
Yeah, I think that the move from Ohio State to the ACC, I think he'll be able to manage that though. That's why I like. That's why I believe in it.
Well, we thought Miller Moss would do the same thing, and he got benched. So we'll see.
Miller Moss had he had that good bowl game that year. I can't remember who they were playing.
boy, they like he's next. They're like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, all
they was
right.
like, yeah, they it was some quarterback they was recruiting. They was like, nah, we want him. We gonna let him start.
It was
It didn't work. I can't remember who it was now.
who was the quarterback that left because Miller Moss started.
I think it was Caleb Williams
It wasn't Caleb.
left.
Nah, Caleb did his years. It wasn't Caleb Williams. He stayed while Caleb Williams was there, but it's another quarterback they had, and he left because they didn't. They was letting old boy. Oh my! I need to find. I'm gonna
I'm
find
trying.
him now.
I'm trying to remember. I remember when that happened, boy. When he threw like 8 touchdowns in that bowl game or something crazy.
And made Buddy sit on the bench, or they thought he needed to sit on. I'm gonna find it right now. Hold on.
Yeah, I can't remember who that was. He was Miller Moss was lighting whoever they was playing up to, boy.
And they like, nah, you can't start over. Malachi
Malachi.
Nelson.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
that's him. But he turned out to not be.
bruh.
He turned out to not be even good.
Man, he not Malachi Nelson is one of the biggest letdowns. I remember they were
Oh,
hyping him up, boy.
but he at Syracuse now, I believe.
Was he the one that was at Tulane or somewhere like that too?
No, even worse, UTEP, brother.
Yeah, it was. I was like, I remember they hyped him up. He one of them ones that be transferring like every
But
year
look,
almost.
he part of that Jaden Rashada class.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
class of was it class of 23? Class of 2023.
Where is Jaden Rashad at?
Yeah, because Zachariah Branch was in that class. This was Lincoln Riley was cooking, boy. Yeah, Zachariah Branch transferred to Georgia. Malachi Nelson, he's at Syracuse now. Deuce Robinson, he's at Florida State now.
Oh,
Makai
he had.
Lemon went, yeah, Makai Lemon went
Oh,
pro. Quentin Jordan, I think, is pro. I don't know if he stayed at UC all them years though. Yeah, yeah. The Lions boy I was talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, he the tight end. He was a highly ranked.
Oh.
Jacoby Lane is in his class.
Jacoby Lane is a good one too, boy.
So that recruiting class alone, let me tell you, that one had
USC.
you'll see that receiving recruiting class had Jacoby Lane, NFL player, Makai Lemon, first rounder,
Yeah.
Zachariah Branch, NFL player, and Deuce Robinson, who's at Florida State, will probably get drafted high next year too. And he,
Deuce Robinson looked good at Florida State this past year, boy.
yeah.
It's
Imagine if
coming
Lane
together.
Kiffin could have got all four of them to stay all the way through and figure out how to get them all the ball. And
Impossible.
but the reason that happened is because Malachi Nelson was doo doo.
Yeah.
So
For real though.
he had to get Jaden Maiava and who else? Miller Moss to try to figure out how to play quarterback for him.
Yeah. I didn't
Now,
realize Deuce Robinson went to USC at first, but I'm not surprised. USC always has a good receiver, bro.
but that was coming off the Caleb Williams year. They're like, oh yeah, they got it. They just got to figure it out.
Yeah, they always have one real good receiver every time. Last year they had two.
All right, let's see. UWBYU, we talked briefly about these teams. So
Yeah,
Demond Williams, they got the game coming back. Jed Fisher, good coach. Schedule probably not too tough at UW. Then same thing with BYU. Let's go to some teams we didn't mention. Penn State and Iowa. Well, we did talk briefly about Penn State, so we'll talk about Iowa for this one.
yeah.
Kirk Ferentz. It's like year 55 at Iowa, boy.
my boy been there.
He been
My
there
boy
long.
been there.
He been there long enough for them for a generation now. What generation? 20 some years?
Yeah.
That's how you classify generations. He been there for a whole generation, dog.
He been there 27 years. That what it said.
Big
27 years.
Big Ten's all-time leading coach.
Yeah. I like Iowa on defense. I gotta
Yeah,
say that.
the thing about Iowa is I don't know anything about them on offense or defense. I just know I expect them to be good. Good
Yeah.
every year. I never expect Iowa to come out and be 6-6 or 4-8. You know what I'm saying? I was expect them to be like 8-4 minimum. Like that's their floor.
Yeah. Iowa always one of them teams that have a pretty good team overall, but they just always have a sorry quarterback. And sometimes they'll mess around and have a sorry quarterback, a sorry running back, and sorry receivers. They
That one
have
year
everything else though.
then they say I think somebody had a challenge for every time Iowa scored 21 points or more, and they did not. Oh yeah, that's when they had old boy coaching for his life because he said he was
Who
going
that?
to average with 20 at least 21 points a game, which is a low number in college, and
Yeah.
they barely did that. I don't know who the OC was in the past. They had to get rid of that boy.
That's Iowa problem every time. But I think that I don't know who their quarterback is. That's why I can't. That's
I
why
don't
I
know.
got a ring.
Let me figure. Let me go to our lads real quick. See if they
I got a ring, but I don't know. I just don't know who their quarterback is.
let's see. I don't know who they even recruit to be there. It got to be hard to recruit offensive players at Iowa.
They get a lot of them good defensive players, brother. But I don't know about the quarterback situation.
Let's see. Let me see. Oh, I'm supposed to be using. I finding a new website because our lads always got some. There's something wrong with our lads. I need to find a new site. All right, Iowa depth chart. Let's see. Let's
Maybe
see. Their quarterback is Jeremy Hecklinski.
Jeremy
Okay.
Hecklins.
Hecklinski. Yeah, that sounds like he gonna throw the ball 18 times a game.
Yeah. That don't even sound
he
like
come
a name that would strike fear in the past, like in the secondary, bro.
Good luck, Iowa. That's what I'm gonna say. I hope them running backs ready to throw the ball 20 times a piece.
I just believe in that defense, man. They got that five defensive coordinator who be getting all them boys in the NFL. Parker.
Uh,
He been
all the
he been
white
there.
boys in the
He
NFL.
yeah. He been there. He been the one that's he been with Kirk Ferentz the whole time. Shoot.
the
He been that
DC?
defense coordinator this whole time.
Yeah.
That's what you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They always every year I will always have somebody on the defense or like a few people on their defense that are just NFL built for the NFL. So I think they're gonna win. I feel like they're gonna win 8 games. I know they play Ohio State, which is gonna be a loss. And I feel like
Yeah.
they're gonna lose. I feel like they're gonna lose. Not Iowa State. I think they're gonna beat Iowa State this time. But I think they're gonna lose to, like Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Washington. But if they play a team that ain't got a good offense for real, they're gonna beat them. Which is
It's
pretty
just
much
like
every team in the Big Ten. They boys
that
be playing that boring football.
Jeremy Hecklinski boy.
That don't scare me
Okay.
at all.
Yeah. Let's get off Iowa. Another we did it again. We doubled down on Houston.
Oh yeah, we got the same one on that one. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. U of H, Houston Cougars. Home of Andre Heisman Ware was
Man, we
award. Is
miss
it
you.
Ware Award? I keep getting them confused. Andre Ware and Andre Ward. Which one the quarterback? Which one the boxer?
Yeah, Andre Ware was the Houston quarterback. Andre Ward
Okay.
is the boxer. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like this.
Connor Weigman. If not now, then when?
That's what I'm looking at too. Like I don't know about Connor Whitman this year, but if he can just take care of the ball and run, because they're gonna make him run the ball.
He
I
need to
feel
run.
like
He can move. He
yeah,
ain't gonna let you.
I think he ran the ball a lot last year, really, and I feel like that kind of was the reason they won so many games. But they got that running back from Tulane that was at Oregon.
Makai
Ah,
Hughes back. He back with
Hughes.
Willie. Makai Hughes back with Willie.
He should have never left. I feel like he should have never left Tulane. It definitely not went to Oregon if he did. But
Yeah.
Houston, he gonna be one of the better running backs in the Big 12, I think.
I
So
think
that's
he will be. I
he
think
he was good at Tulane, I thought.
yeah, he didn't do nothing in Oregon because it just didn't work out. But
Yeah, he should be fine he should be fine at Houston. And I like the group of receivers they got too.
hmm
Thomas, I think he's number 0. I'm pretty sure he's number 0. Good receiver. So I
yeah,
like him too, bro.
they got some guys. Yeah, it's for sure gonna be something for real.
I like their offense more than their defense, but honestly, they should have a pretty good defense too. I know they got a lot of people in their secondary back, and then Willie Fritz is a good coach. We miss you
Willie
at
Fritz
Georgia
is a
Southern,
good
Willie
coach.
Fritz.
Willie Fritz is a good coach. He can't come back. Hey, he blessed Georgia Southern. He going to Georgia Southern this year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I
He
want
bringing
him back,
Cougars
bro.
on there.
We didn't appreciate Willie Fritz enough.
Oh, we
We ain't had a
did.
coach out like that.
We did. We didn't have the money. It's a difference
Bro.
when you ain't got, when you ain't got no money.
We ain't had a five coach like that since then, bro. Him and Coach Monkey both were good coaches, bro. But yeah, I honestly think Willie Fritz is one of the best Big 12 coaches for real. Because they were not supposed to win 10 games last year.
Hey, and they did. So that's crazy work.
Unexpected. They had
And
another one.
they got a 5-star QB, 5-star. He
Yeah.
ready, Kayshawn. We gotta see what he look
Kayshawn
like this
Henderson.
year.
They saying Kayshawn Henderson is supposed to change it. That's like a real blue chip quarterback at Houston for real too, boy.
Yeah,
They gonna have to play him. They gonna have to
Houston
play
not
him a lot.
Houston not known for this, but we
They
gonna
done had some.
see.
They had Ed Oliver. He was a good recruit. I remember they got
Yeah,
him.
I think he the last 5-star. So Kayshawn and Ed Oliver.
Yeah, that's some good names for a school like a Houston that used to be a mid major
Yeah,
or group of five.
yeah, they used to be because they got left out. Well, that's neither here nor there. Let's
Yeah,
go down 22. I got the Utes, Utah.
yeah.
Yeah, this where it gets crazy. We just had to fill in the back four. I think Utah got a dynamic quarterback. They should have a good defense, even though they lost a lot of people on their D line and O line. They should still be good. The Big 12 is up for the taking. They could take it. They won enough games last year. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna look like minus their coach. So that's why I don't have them ranked higher. I gotta see what they look like with Morgan Scaly as a coach.
Yeah, he used to play at Utah, and he was a defensive coordinator. So they gonna have a little bit of continuity. They ain't got the Whittingham like they had for all them years, but he should be good. He should be a good coach, I think.
And you got the North Texas Cowboys.
I like him, man. I honestly like the players that they got. Mr. Maker, that quarterback for Oklahoma State. I think he was number 1 in the country in pass yards last year.
They had a number one offense, number one passing offense, all that. They
And then
had it.
they got Hawkins at running back that people sleeping on. He a good
Caleb
running back too,
Caleb
boy.
Hawkins, Caleb Hawkins.
I like what Oklahoma State is gonna do on offense. I feel. They're gonna be a tough team to stop. Now they're gonna be involved in a lot of high scoring games, but I think they have enough offense to win those games, or at least a good number of those games. I see them win. I see them going like 8-4, somewhere around there.
That'll be a great first year because Oklahoma State won 2 games last year. They would
They, they,
love
they
to be
won
relevant again.
they won 2 games last year and won 3 games the year before that.
Yeah, they had to get rid of my boy Mike Gundy, man. It was crazy.
Mike Gundy was at the
But
job chilling.
my thing was like he was just at the Big 12 championship game. How did this fall off so fast?
Exactly. Ollie Gordon was running through everybody at one point.
And then all of a sudden that was it. It was over. He capped
Yeah.
out.
But I had Oklahoma State. I see you had a Utah at 22 for that one for the 2 Big 12 teams. But I just think that Utah, I feel like they benefited last year from some games where they should have lost.
Mm.
They ran the ball. They ran the ball well, and I think they gonna have a good offensive line because they always have a good O line. But I just feel like this year they're not gonna be able to run the ball and win. They're gonna have to be forced to throw the ball, and I feel like Dan Pierce gonna start making mistakes.
All right. And now we in Illinois. Brett Bielema. I don't know.
Another great coach.
They just been kind of consistent in the last couple of years with Bielema. He done figured something out to make them like a 9-win team all of a sudden.
It's click.
So
It's
if
clicking.
if he could continue, they got a quarterback from ECU. I forgot his name. I think his name is what's his name? But he was decent at ECU. I think it's Caden Hauser. Is that his name? That sound right. I
Illinois.
forgot. Yeah, I think that's his name. Caden Hauser.
And,
Let me see. Illinois quarterback.
yep, Kate Hauser.
Yeah, Caden Hauser. We gonna see because he a veteran. We gonna see what he look like out there. Um, they know how to run the ball. They know how to play defense. They play the ball. They play football old fashioned. Run the
Yeah,
ball, stop the run, and rush the passer. So if they can
yeah.
do they can do that again, they should be able to win a fair amount of games. Hopefully, Indiana don't smack them by 50 again.
I
That was
remember that game.
crazy. Let's see. Do they avoid Indiana this year? They might because the Big Ten is
That's crazy.
awkward.
They usually always play each other.
Yeah, because they neighbor states. And let's
Yeah,
see.
their little
Um,
rivalry. They kind of sort of a rivalry, I guess.
yeah, it's kind of I don't know how big a rivalry it is, but it's a rivalry.
I like that
Uh,
Xavier Scott they got that DB for Illinois. I think he a good player, and I would have thought he would have been in the NFL by now. But he back.
Indiana does not play Illinois this year. They avoided the Illinois. Let me now. I gotta look at Illinois schedule. Who they got on their schedule? They ain't got any. So Illinois play UAB, win Duke. I think they'll beat Duke this year.
Yeah,
Win. I think they beat them last year too. Actually, so yeah,
they did.
UAB
They
win.
actually they beat them on ES. They blew them out actually.
Yeah, UAB win. Duke win. Southern Illinois win. They do got to go play Ohio State for the Illabuck. Get smacked around by them. They beat Purdue. Beat
Oh, they
Michigan
play at
State.
Ohio State. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, then they host Oregon. Oregon probably gonna beat their ass.
Yeah.
They go on the road against Maryland. They'll probably smack Maryland, get Mike Locksley fired if he ain't fired by then. Then they host Nebraska. Hey, I think that's a win too. Matt Rule don't know how to win those games. They go on the road against UCLA and they host Iowa. That's gonna be tough down there.
That's gonna be a tough one too.
And then they close out Northwestern end of the year. Oh, Illinois might go 9-3, 10
Yeah,
2 if they're really feeling it.
I can see 8-4, 9-3, 10-2, somewhere in that range. Looking
Yeah,
at the schedule.
honestly, if they just lose to Ohio State and Oregon, which are ranked 1 and 2 in the coaches bowl, and they beat everybody else, which they could, that's
Yeah,
10-2. That's a 10-2
yeah,
Illinois team.
exactly. I don't see them going higher than 10-2, but they definitely can beat everybody else besides those two though.
But what they need to do to get the respect, they got to beat some of these other teams, like respectably beat them. Like you know what I'm saying? Let
Yeah,
them
like
know.
exactly like the Michigan State,
Yeah, smack them around.
Nebraska,
Smack.
Iowa.
You gotta smack. You gotta smack the other teams around. If you want respect, because they probably definitely losing to Ohio State and Oregon. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
guarantee it, but they probably definitely losing to them.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I can see that 10-2, 10-2 at best, 8-4 probably somewhere in that range. I can see that.
And let's talk about Clemson.
Uh,
They both last troop before he can go ahead and retire or ask for his release.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd pick them, but I don't really know. It's just gonna be hard for me to pick against them because they are gonna have a lot of talent,
Yeah.
but they had talent last year and they did not play that well, bro. But I just can't see them having another bad year like that again. They lost a lot of
Yeah.
people though.
My thing about with Clemson is they gonna have talent again for another year, but they had talent last year and they didn't win. So what's going on?
That's what I'm saying. Where like they still got them 5 receivers. That's gonna be the strength of their team again.
Hmm.
And them linebackers. They got my boy Sammy Brown back again.
Oh yeah, Georgia product right there.
Yeah, he tough. I like Sammy Brown.
I forgot what high school he went to, but yeah, that boy. They gonna have some receivers. They got Sammy at linebacker. We're gonna
New
see.
quarterback though, which might be a good thing though.
Yeah,
It might be a
yeah,
good thing.
yeah. Cade Klubnik definitely let them down last year.
Yeah, because they were. I know some people that had Clemson winning it all last year, boy.
Oh, a lot of people thought it was the bounce back year, and they did not bounce back,
Man, they lost that first game to LSU. After that, it was curtains. Then they
brother.
lost to Syracuse. Oh my goodness. That's when it really went down. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think they'll be better though. I just believe that they won't be as bad as they were last year. I think they go probably win I think they'll go like maybe 8-4, which might not be good enough for Dabo,
That
But they
that
got
that that'll keep him his job. 8-4 will keep his job, but it's gonna it's still hot. That seat's
yeah.
still hot. Only reason they
They,
won't fire him because it's gonna be hard to find a coach better than Dabo right now.
it's exactly like he all time at this point he all time legend. So it would be kind of disrespectful to even fire him. Really, you gotta like be like,
Yeah,
all right, bro, come
I
on, just
think I think I
resign,
think I
resign.
think 8-4 is like the line of this. You can't go lower than 8-4.
Yeah, especially not twice in a row. Nah,
Yeah, you stacking up losses now, Dabo. You used to be stacking up wins. You stacking losses now.
they got some tough games too because they got to play. They got LSU and Miami.
Yeah, I can go ahead and count those as two.
Yeah,
Let
and
me see
then
this.
they
Let me see this schedule. Let me put this schedule up. Clemson.
then of course they play South Carolina every year, and they've been struggling with South Carolina lately, boy.
Yeah, yeah, but by then, who knows if there's a coach at South Carolina?
Yeah, yeah, true.
So
I
Clemson
feel, I
has
feel like there's. I feel like it's a rivalry though.
man, Bamer ain't gonna make it, brother. I'll tell you right now. Let's see.
I don't know.
Clemson opened up with LSU on the road. That's probably an L. They get Georgia Southern. That should be a win. Carolina should be a win. They go to the road to California. That'll be interesting. Miami at home gonna probably be an L. They got Charleston Southern. Virginia Tech gonna be interesting at home. They go on the road to Florida State. They should beat them. They go on the road against Syracuse. They always got a tough time with Syracuse. We don't know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Georgia Tech late in the year gonna be tough. Then you got Duke, South Carolina. That is a very
Georgia Tech walked
man.
them off last year, boy.
That's a very manageable schedule for Clemson. They just got to do it.
Yeah, they got to. They in terms of just talent, they got enough, especially on
Yeah,
offense.
as far as just talent alone, they have more talent than everybody said Miami and LSU.
They done
They
went to the portal too. They Dabo done had to change his whole philosophy.
he got to. He got to pay players.
Right.
Even though he said he'll quit when they start doing that, that was a lie.
Yeah. I don't know. He when that NIL stuff first happened, that's kind of like that was a downfall for him though.
Yeah, that rubbed him the wrong way. He didn't like none of that.
And then the players started looking at him like, bro, why you don't want to pay us?
You're like, we deserve to get paid like everybody else. He's like, for what?
Yeah, boy. We pay what God. And when he be saying he be trying to make everything by God, he be like, they ain't had no NIL. They ain't got no NIL in heaven.
All right, let's go down 24. We got some SEC teams. I got Tennessee. I like Hoople. I think he done a great job with that offense. He been recruiting pretty well. He know how to hire staff. He kind of low key. He had a bad year last year, but that's because he thought he was gonna have Nico in springtime. And Nico said, "I need more money." Like, I can't do that for you, young blood.
Yeah. Ended up being a really good choice too.
Was it though? Because they went 8-4, and it was Nico's there. Maybe they go 10-2.
Yeah, I mean they made the playoff, but honestly, bro, that team they had with Nico as the starting quarterback was way better than the team they had last year.
Yeah, well, I can't believe they said everybody came after the game. They lost Ohio State time. We need raises, or the week of Ohio State time we need raises. I'm like, boy, if y'all don't get out there on that practice field,
They had, bro, that Tennessee team really should have probably been like they honestly probably should have only lost one game that whole year. If Nico would have been a little bit better, they could have threatened to win the SEC low key with all the talent they had. That was when they had James Pierce. They had somebody else
the
too.
other D
Golly.
lineman was on that team too, right? Didn't they have
Yeah,
another D
I
lineman?
feel like they had 2 5 pass rushers that year.
Yeah, I think they got drafted in different years, and they had a DB or two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that team was
Tennessee,
good.
Tennessee
Dylan,
always has a potential
they
to
had Dylan
to.
Sampson at running back. That's who it was too.
Oh yeah, he had like so many touchdowns. Like he
Yeah,
was
he was
cooking.
killing that year, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, and I don't know if you know, Tennessee got a 5-star running back coming in next year.
He looking
Ooh,
fine.
I ain't look at him, but they said he one of the best running backs in a long time. So I said I got to check the tape out because they don't really talk about 5-star running backs like that for real. No, not no
Yeah,
more these days. Because people don't want to play running back no more. Everybody want to be receiver because they
yeah,
get paid
exactly.
more.
They'll get the running backs don't get the ball as much as they used to.
No, they don't get paid like they used to. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
exactly. And they definitely don't get paid. The owners in the NFL don't be want to pay no running backs.
They're like, for what? Get another one. They're cheaper.
Exactly. They just go find one in like 3 4 years. All right, we get
Mhm.
another one.
Now tell me why you so high. You so high on my boy. Don Summerall.
I think he a real good coach, bro. I think I like Summerall as a coach. I think he was the coach that Florida needed. Honestly, very
I
good coach. And coming at the right time, and I like some of the talent they got on offense too, boy.
see. This is my thing. I think he did a great job hiring the staff, as in the OC Buster Faulkner from Georgia Tech. He a good OC, great
Yes,
OC. He a great OC. Summerall a good coach. I
yeah.
think. I just think they ain't got no quarterback, dog. I mean, I'm not a fan of who they
My
got
boy
out
from
there.
my boy
Fo-
from Tech.
Yeah, follow. I'm not a fan of follow. I know everybody keep talking about the offense. Like just because you know something don't mean you better. You better. You good at it. You know what I'm saying? You just might be. You just might know it faster or know it easier. I like their
Yeah,
receivers though. They got a hell of a receiving core.
man, that's what I like. I like the receivers, and I like that doggone Jaden Ball, bro.
Ball.
I like Jaden Ball, boy.
That's a tough runner. So
Man, what?
they gonna be in some games.
What? I like him. If they can get something out of that defense, and they can pull like one or two upsets.
Yeah, I think Summerall, he a defensive guy, so he should that should be fixed or be fixed. That should be something should be able to fix as a coach. The defense.
Yeah,
My
I like
thing
it.
is if they schedule gonna allow them to win enough games because some people talking about they a sleeper team to win 10. I said 10 at Florida.
They got a tough schedule though, boy.
I mean, they got to play Georgia. They got to play
I know
LSU.
at what they got a stretch where they play Texas, Georgia, and then play Oklahoma right after that.
Yeah, it's the Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma stretch.
That's a nasty stretch, bro.
They do get
But
a bye week. They do get a bye week before Georgia, but that's the stretch you talking about.
I feel like they're gonna have to pull the upset in one of those games for real.
Because they are blessed to not play LSU this year. They have
Yeah,
gotten off to LSU with the non-game schedule. They got blessed.
they got Ole
So,
Miss and Missouri back to back too. Oh my gosh,
so they got FAU. That should be a win. Campbell. That's definitely a win. Auburn on the road could be interesting.
that's tough. That's tough.
Uh, I see what Auburn really supposed to look like and shit what Florida's supposed to look like. Ole
Yeah,
Miss at home, they should have, depending on how the Auburn game goes, they should have momentum in this game to pull off the upset. Especially if Ole Miss already lost by then to LSU, they might be spiraling. But if not, that's a L. Missouri on the road
yeah.
could be tough. That could be L. I think Ahmad Hardy could be playing this year. I'm not sure.
Oh,
South
they say
Carolina,
he might play.
I don't know yet. They ain't said nothing yet, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
South Carolina gonna be tough, but that's at home, so you should win. Texas on the road gonna be tough. Georgia always tough. Oklahoma gonna be tough, but at least you home. Kentucky could be that gotcha by surprise. L on the schedule.
I feel like they got
Vanderbilt,
smacked by them last year. I think that was the game they got what's the name fired.
Billy.
Well, yeah, yeah. When they lost to Kentucky, they got smacked by Kentucky last year, boy. I can't remember when it happened, but it was kind of towards the end of the year.
And then they got Vandy and Florida State to close out. Yeah, I don't know what to think of the schedule. It's doable if they
I
because
like they, I like the talent they got against the schedule though,
they
especially
do have the
offense.
talent. They do have talent, but it's either 7-5 or 9-3. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, 7-5 or 9-3. That's what I see. I don't see that.
it's really gonna depend a lot on Philo though.
Yeah, and that's the part I did not subscribe to.
Yeah, I just like their receivers. That Eric Singleton, he should have never went to Auburn. He messed up his draft spot by going to
It
Auburn.
wasn't his fault. He thought they had a quarterback in Jackson Arnold. He was
He,
wrong. They gave him the wrong information.
yeah, boy, they
I forgot what his other school was. I think it was Miami and somebody else who wanted him. He chose Auburn. I'm
yeah.
sure he realized I should look at the roster before I look at the money.
He messed up his stop, boy. He was looking
Look
like
at
he was
the
gonna be an
look.
early pick.
Or he could have said at Tech. He could have been.
He
He
would
could
have
have.
he really could have just stayed at Tech for one more year. It would
Yeah, I
have
think
they would have been real good with him last year, boy.
that's another thing about the portal. Some people go in their bag chasing. They're like, maybe your situation better than the bag, bro.
Man,
I'm
what
sorry.
he would have definitely been around first, second, third round pick this year if he would have stayed at Georgia Tech, I think.
Yeah, Georgia Tech had a top ranked offense in the conference and in the nation. So
They if they could have really used him, they would have been super dangerous if they had Singleton.
if they had Singleton, they might not have that fall off at the end of the year.
Yeah,
They
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, but Florida got them receivers, him, and then they got Wilson again. They got the Wilson kid again, Brown. Those are some good receivers, bro. I feel like they're gonna be explosive enough to keep them in some games. Definitely gonna come down to Philo though, for sure.
Yeah. And we at the end of the top 25. I got the Arizona Wildcats. And
Yeah.
you got the Kansas State Wildcats. And I know it don't sound right, but those are now conference mates.
Yeah. They've been, yeah, bro. They definitely are in the same conference, and they gonna play each other this year too.
I like Arizona because they coach. He clearly know who to hire OC because he fixed the offense. And Noah Fafita is in his fifth or fourth year, and it's like 3 years starting. That's a lot. So I expect the veteran quarterback to be good. So
Yeah,
I hope that's enough for them to make a run. I think they're a sleeper Big 12 pick. The Big 12 is gonna be interesting. It's a tight. I know Texas Tech ran away with it last year, but it was definitely a tight race all the way
yeah,
to the end to see who's gonna play against Texas Tech. So the Big 12 is a tight conference, man. Top to bottom, probably the most like competitive conference
yeah.
it is.
Especially talking about like the worst teams can almost damn near beat the best teams. Like more
Hmm.
more than any other conference. But I like Arizona and Fafita. If you got a quarterback as experienced and as good as Fafita, and they got some tall receivers. From what I remember watching them play last year, they Arizona got a bunch of them receivers that can make plays in the red zone and on like them deep passes down the field. What's gonna come down to though is they lost a lot of them players in the secondary. They had a real good secondary, and all their players pretty much got drafted.
Yeah,
And then
and if they didn't get drafted, they transferred out and got snatched up. So
yeah, they lost
eh,
they lost all they lost their whole entire secondary.
I'm gonna start saying, is Arizona DBU for college football? Because every time it's a good corner, they leave.
Yeah, I forgot they did have the other tall corner
They
the
went,
year
he
before
went to
that.
he went to UW, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, I think he might be in the league now.
Yeah, I think his name was Tacario. I think that could have been his name, Tacario.
Yeah, Tacario Williams or Davis. He had one of them kind of last names. But yeah, I like Arizona too though. I
Let
feel
me
like
let,
they should have a good offense.
pull into their schedule. They got North Arizona, that's a win. BYU on the road, that's probably gonna be an L that early. Then you got Northern
Yeah,
Illinois, that's a
at
win.
BYU they losing that. They losing that game.
At Wazoo, I think they're gonna beat Wazoo. Cincinnati at home, absolutely. West Virginia on the road. West Virginia's probably not ready yet. Still,
It might
Iowa
be tricky
State,
though.
yeah, Iowa State at home, that should be a win. Texas
Yeah,
Tech, that's gonna be they tough, they second tough game. Then they got TCU, then they got Utah, then they got Kansas State, then they got Arizona State. That's a tough way to end the conference because they could lose all those teams. The last
yeah.
five, they could lose all of them, but they could also,
Especially Arizona State is they Arizona State is a rivalry game now, and now it's
yeah.
competitive too. So that can go either way, bro. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's gonna be a tough way to end it. Then Utah, they got to play Texas Tech and Utah like in within 2 weeks of each other too.
And
Good lord.
TCU, and
Yeah,
TCU.
TCU might be a little sleeper too. I think they have a locker room issues though. They kicked somebody
TCU.
off the team for fighting with his teammate the other day.
Oh damn, he must have been. They must just didn't want to be on the team. Because fighting don't get you kicked off. They
They
probably
said,
he probably
yeah,
had bad vibes.
they said they tried to tell the coach about it and he ain't do nothing, so they ended up fighting and then they kicked him off the team.
That's
That's what.
that boy Sonny Dyke said. What you want me to do?
Yeah, so they like, y'all better
he
figure that out. It's a football team.
said, "It's y'all locker room, not mine."
the
They said we.
the boy might be dealing with something. We gonna see
Let,
though.
let me see who TCU kicked off the team. Kicks
I definitely
TCU
seen it. I seen it. I don't know how important he was to the team though.
starting defender being kicked off the team.
Oh, they get the starter off.
Yeah.
yeah,
Safety Fields, Jacob Fields. I don't know who that man is.
I
He's a
don't
veteran
know.
though. Veteran safety Jacob Fields. It's probably just CTE acting up. That's all.
Right, it's training camp. Sometimes people be getting in fights, bro. But I don't know.
Yeah. He
TCU.
he just got there. He's a transfer in. He not even part of the culture for real.
Oh yeah, I guess he hadn't even really played on the team. They said starter. I was thinking it was somebody that was on the team last year.
Maybe he's projected to start. Oh well.
Yeah, yeah, probably just projected starter.
Oh, well. Yeah. And yeah, Kent State, man, tell me about your squad, man. Unofficial alum, because you've been rocking with them for so long.
I just think Avery gonna have a better year because I think Colin Klein is gonna use him to his strengths. He hadn't used him to his strengths yet. And I just feel like that's gonna make a difference. And I feel like that transfer they got from Walton, well, he went to Oklahoma State, but he's from Atlanta, from Marietta. Wendell Gregory, I think that's gonna be a big pickup at defensive end.
Mm.
That's gonna make a big difference. I feel like he might win Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. He that good. And then they got just more depth at receiver. What's gonna happen? It's really gonna come down to the defense. Besides the defensive ends, like the secondary, which I think is okay, but I think it's really gonna come down to Avery, and if he have the kind of year he can have. I like him though. I think we can. I think Kansas State can win anywhere from 8 to 9 games. I just don't know. I don't know if you can trust the defense and the new coaching staff all the way to make a bigger splash in that. But I think they'll be good though.
Um, Avery, bro, please, please show people that what you all the talent that you have. You a great runner of the football, throwing not your best suit, but you do year 4, bro. Like what you got?
Yeah,
Have you not become a better? You know what I'm saying? Like what are you doing?
that's what I'm looking at too. He hadn't gotten any better as a passer, and they just didn't run him that much last year. I don't know
And
why.
it's probably because old boy's on his way out and he just couldn't figure it out. And he's like, maybe Colin Klein can because I can't. Apparently, he called Colin Klein and said, "Take this job, bro."
Yeah, that's how it happened. he retired and he let Colin Klein know immediately. And Colin Klein, of course, is a Kansas State legend.
For
So
sure.
I feel like that's going to definitely it's more excitement. I'm interested to see how the season going to play out because they got all brand new coaches pretty much, but they got a lot of the players back. The only thing is they lost a lot of people. Boy, they lost the number one receiver went to LSU. The main tight the real he was a preseason All American at linebacker went to Texas Tech, and they lost both of their defensive ends to Indiana and a safety to Tennessee. But I feel like they got a lot of the things to replace it. I feel like they'll be okay in some spots. The receiver is losing Jason is going to be a problem though. I think
Yeah, but if Colin Klein can make Marshall Reed serviceable, he should be able to make Avery Johnson a star.
that's what I'm saying because I feel like Avery is better at certain things that they didn't even utilize. Like he can throw on the run better than just standing in the pocket and trying to throw.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're gonna use him to like use RPOs and run quarterback draws and stuff like that more than they did. So I think they'll be better off because he a good athlete, bro. He usually is one of the fastest people on the field, regardless of him being a quarterback. So I like Kansas State. I think they'll be better. I got to see what they do though. I don't want to put too much faith in it. They always lose games they shouldn't lose too.
Yeah, yeah. I hope they bounce back because when Kansas State play winning football, it's always good, man. Again, it made the Big 12 be more competitive than what it already is.
Yeah. I like our team. I think they got a good chance. I don't think they're gonna win the Big 12 or anything though.
Maybe not this year, but who y'all have who y'all back at quarterback? Y'all got a good back at quarterback.
We gotta not really. They can run, but they can't throw.
Look like y'all hitting the portal after this year. Oh, my bad. 5 for 5. Avery
They
Johnson could play one more year.
that's what a lot of the noise is. They're gonna see if he get a draft buzz, he'll probably leave. But if he not gonna get picked early, he probably gonna stay. He probably make more money NIL at Kansas State than going to the league.
Come on, Jorrye. We all know he come back for one more year, dog.
he weigh
Boy,
100. He weigh 195 pounds, man. He don't need to
he
try to
look
play
he looked
NFL.
like a ex receiver.
Yeah, he too. I feel like he just too skinny to play in the league. Even Lamar at Louisville, he weighed at least like 210.
Well, don't do that because Lamar was a Heisman at Louisville. Respect him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like the last time we saw a quarterback that was really thin, that was real good, was to me was Lamar for real.
Yeah, I think if 2 years of Colin Klein should get him draftable at quarterback.
Yeah, I think Colin Klein is gonna get the most out of him though.
Yeah, that's what I think. And then you get some more. If they first year with Colin Klein show improvement. Maybe people want to play with him. Second
Yeah,
year, make a Big 12 run. That's what I think.
yeah, they just got to stack up some more receivers. They getting better though. But Jace was a big loss, man. That was the best receiver Kansas State had in a long time.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
gonna
what.
be tough.
So that's gonna be tough. They're not gonna be explosive like that. He was the big playmaker.
Oh, yeah, man. That's our top 25, though, man. Just go through it again. Here it goes 1 through 16 and
Yeah,
17 through 25, man. That's how we expect to be. What's going on for the season? Hope y'all liked it. Hope y'all enjoy it.
yeah,
We out of here, man. We'll see the season starts in a couple of days, about 2 weeks less now, man. Y'all be safe out here.
yeah. Be easy. That was a good one.
Yes, sir. We out.
25.
Whew.